everything is the way that we want it to be. I know for a fact. I know Hold on. Oh, okay. Dave, say something.
Come on. Mic check.
Okay, yep, I hear. Okay, I guess we good, man.
You Gucci, man?
Yes, sir, man.
Yes, sir.
Did you go to York?
No, you should.
It's got the green on there.
Okay, so shalom. Then we the Hebrew Israelites. Before we get into anything, let's face the East and give all praise to the one true power.
Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Akakwadash.
Those that's new to the channel, Yahawah is the Most High God, and Yahawashi is to the world we call Jesus Christ. Right, double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of great millstone who rule well and teach well through the Spirit, and the mighty shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth. Teach His word and believe in His word, and the word as a whole. We all continue with sound doctrine. The globally got edified from this lesson. However, the Spirit draws us to go whatever direction. Just know it's lessons within lessons. The brothers is going into the scriptures, but the first one we want to get is Luke the 12th chapter, starting at verse 15, and then we'll just hop right into Moses because Moses fell out the truth. But we want everybody to know you got to get rich.
Going to the Yahawashi.
Yeah, because they said Moses. Yeah, because they said Moses fell out the truth. But we want to show you that you got to get rich off the knowledge of Yahawah by Shem Shai by slowly getting the understanding that you need. Right. So let's start off with Luke 12 real quick.
Book of Luke, chapter 12, and verse number 15. And he said unto them, take heed and beware of covetous, of covetousness. It says, for a man's life consisteth not in the abundance of the things which he possesseth. Keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
It says, and he spake a parable unto them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentiful. And he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do, because I have no room where to bestow my fruits? And he said, this will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater, and there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. And I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry. But the Most High said unto him, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then who shall those things be which thou hast provided? So is he that layeth up treasure for himself and is not rich towards the Most High.
Right, and so the whole purpose for us, man, we trying to get rich in Yahawah by Shem Yahawashi. This man didn't even think, he's worried about planning, right, for riches and wealth. Sam always quote, if you want to make the Lord laugh, make plans, which, a lot of jig we always do. But you want to make sure while you're living on this earth is that you're soaking up the words of Yahawah by Shem Yahawashi. If a brother can get real quick, Luke 4 and 4.
Salakia.
Yeah, go ahead. Please.
Just to land me on what you were saying real quick about that parable. This is Proverbs chapter 30 and verse number 7. I started verse number 7. It says, 2 things have I required of thee, deny me them not before I die. It says, remove far from me vanity and lies, give me neither poverty nor riches, feed me with food convenient for me, lest I be full and deny thee, and say, who is Yahawah by Shem Yahawashi? Or lest I be poor and steal, and take thy name of my power in vain. So, ultimately, like Yahawashi said, how we should pray, give us today our daily bread. Yeah. We shouldn't be trying to, seek out riches, right, of this world. He said that too. Lay up for your treasures, treasures in heaven, right? Not on the earth, you know what I'm saying? Right. Because what happens? You get too comfortable in this world, you got money, right? You get a little bit relaxed. Well, I don't gotta do that today. I can go. I got this is more important. I got this vacation I gotta take care of. I got this I gotta do, and all of a sudden you've denied your first love,
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, scripture say you can't. A man cannot serve two masters. One will, whether he'll hold on to the other and despise the other. You know, you can't serve the Most High and Mammon.
And when you're hella poor, hey, your ass is just like on survival mode. You're like a fucking animal. So you just scavenging. You're trying to get whatever you can get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why it says give me neither poverty
No
nor
riches.
riches.
Right.
Yeah.
Just my daily bread, man. That's why everybody you pray that, man. Give us this day our daily bread, right?
And we see that happening right now with these other camps. You know, mainly IUIC being that example, saying that, you know, not only Elder Abba Bivens is full, ICBK, they were saying that John the Baptist fell out the truth. I was saying Moses fell out the truth. That's them despising the Lord.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, those are the mouthpiece of the Lord.
But they say they keep the law of Moses.
Yeah,
You know?
But then that shows hypocrisy too. They and that's why the Lord said He was sending a serious against the hypocritical nation. Because you know we got Israelites that say they keep the law of Moses, but then out of the same breath saying Moses lies the truth. That's diabolical. That's not. You got it.
Can the brother get Numbers 12?
I had that Luke for you.
Sister. Oh yeah. We definitely gonna get that too. Okay. I mean, you can get that after actually get it.
Matthew 6, start verse 19. Lay not for yourselves treasures upon earth, for moth and rust will corrupt, for when thieves break through and steal. So lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust will corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So where your main focus is, where all you put, basically put all your stock into, that's going to be your focus, man. And we're putting our stock into the heavens, man. We're putting our stock into the kingdom of heaven. And that's what we're looking for, man. But the people of the world, they look for the world. They look for this kingdom to keep going, man.
Yeah.
And they want this place to keep going. They want this American lifestyle to continue to pressure us on. You know, so only they love this place.
Right.
So that's why this is their treasure. So this lifestyle they're living right now is their treasure.
You gonna read that? But just because of what he said, we gotta bring this out. Okay, you gotta please. You can go to him, do the domino time.
Okay, come.
Hold on, yeah, let him bring this out first.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6 and verse 20. It says, therefore the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom.
Right, Matthew 6 and 21, wherever your heart is, that's where your treasure is. Right, you got to desire this wisdom, and we know in the flesh, you know, Yahawashi is the embodiment of wisdom. 1 Corinthians 1 and 24. So you desiring Yahawashi, basically, you desiring the kingdom, because in order for us to have the kingdom, we need Yahawashi.
Right.
You know, when brother was speaking about the money thing, that's why I wanted, and then he said something about Moses. That's why I wanted to get to that numbers, because you said that Moses thing. But the Lord did not send the men of the Lord on the earth for fucking money, right? He didn't. Sam always say, all this shit gonna be destroyed.
Okay.
And you worried about a business. I got this house over here. I got all these cars. All this shit gonna burn, man.
Right.
And wherever 2/3 is at, it don't matter. Even if you're not in Babylon, if you mark to be destroyed, you're gonna be destroyed. The Lord didn't set us on here for vanity riches. That's why Solomon said all of this is vanity. The main focus, like Sam said, was, and still remains Yahawah, Hasham, Yahawashi.
Oh yeah.
You know? So, go ahead.
Verse 21, it says, if your delight be in thrones and scepters, O ye kings of the people, honor wisdom, that ye may reign forevermore.
Wait, hold on. What did Solomon say? He said, hey, Lord, give me wisdom so I can lead and judge these people.
Yeah.
We can't lead the people if we don't got his wisdom, because Solomon said, without thy wisdom, we are regarded as nothing. Yeah. This is how we lead our household. This is how Pastor Tahai was able to lead this congregation through the spirit and power of Yahawah Shai, and going back to the scriptures. Going back to the blueprint.
Oh yeah.
Okay? But you can bring that out and then let brothers get their points in.
Okay, this is the book of Luke 4 and 4. You want it, right?
Yeah.
Start from 3. And the devil said unto him, if thou be the Son of the Most High, command this stone that it be made bread. 4. Yahawashi answered him and saying, it is written that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word of the Most High.
Right. This is what we supposed to be living off of. Remember how Esau was asking his brother for the food. He said he's almost at dying. You know what I'm saying? Our mindset Sirach 4:28. You got to strive for the truth until death.
Death.
Right? In any situation, good or bad, we got to turn to the Lord for counsel. David said in Psalms, right, even when you overwhelmed, call on the Lord, count on the Lord. Right? When you don't even know how to deal with your enemies, you call on the Lord, man. You know, everybody always got to go back to Yahawah Shema Shai, but Esau promote, smoke that blunt when you angry. You know what? Go drink a whole bottle. You know what? Become a stripper so you can go pay for your college tuition, right? But the Lord say cover up the diamond. You know, but you got it, Bashar.
I got this in Numbers. This is a good point. 12.
So what I just you
You want it?
Yeah.
Now? Okay. Okay. Numbers chapter 12. We'll start at the top. And Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses.
Hold on. Can you get Numbers 20? Verse 12. Anybody can get it. Just maybe off that. 20, verse 10 to 12.
Numbers 12 and 1. And Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married. For he had married an Ethiopian woman. And they said, hath the Lord indeed spoken only by Moses? Have he not spoken also by us? And the Lord heard it?
Now, why?
And the Lord heard it.
You're right. But now we've been going through this. The key point, watch how you talk about the men of the Lord. You know, and just how you talk about Ayah should be speaking about John the Baptist. You got these other people speaking about Moses.
Yeah.
You got to be careful on speaking on the men of the Lord in the past or present, right? Because your words is going to follow you, right?
And Salakia, you know, they think that that's wicked, right? You know, they think that, you know, because, you know, Moses had a heathen woman, you know, that's wicked. That's what that's all the BS that they push.
Yeah, that's a
You know what
fact.
I'm saying?
Yep.
We're going to have us some concubines. Bro.
That's a fact.
Right.
And it goes to show that, you know, there's going to be people that is going to look for any little thing to try to nitpick at the men of the Lord.
Yeah, blame them.
That's
Right.
Yeah. Verse 3. Now the man Moses was very meek above all the men which were upon the face of the earth.
Right.
And the Lord spake suddenly unto Moses and Aaron, and said unto Miriam, come out ye there, come out ye three unto the tabernacle of the congregation. And they three came out, and the Lord came down in a pillar of the cloud.
Hey, the Lord was dealing like with children.
Okay.
Keep y'all asses out here, man.
Yo,
Come out here, bro.
Yo, and look, just like how he just said that, the Lord ain't dealing with us in that same way. He allowing Jake to just be Jake. Don't do what you're doing, because now you're building up that receipt, right? You're marked on the actions that you have done. You know?
Every idle one.
Yeah.
He said he would keep his faith in his people.
Yeah.
He talked about the truth, speaking his speech and his ways away from him.
What did he say? You know, Moses and Samuel. You know, even though Moses and Samuel, so like basically, if I can try to paraphrase it. He said even if Moses and
Let's get it.
Jeremiah 15. Yeah, Jeremiah.
I'm just trying to paraphrase.
No, we need it. If you can't get it, then we gonna get it. You gonna hold that. Yeah. You know what
The book of Jeremiah 15.
Oh yeah, that's the kind of 15:1. Right? And then read 2.
Okay, back to it.
The book of Jeremiah 15:1. Then said Yahawah unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not reach towards his people. Cast them out of my sight, and let them go forth.
Yeah.
And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith Yahawah, such as are for death to death, such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity.
Right. You know, so everybody, hey, that's the thing. The Lord set up the way He wanted things to go, and not everybody's gonna get it, right?
Yeah.
And we see it. We see it clear as day. You got people who know the name of the Lord. That's why they say that in that day, you know, there should be some that say, Lord, Lord, you know, but I never knew you.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know who you are.
Right.
You know, what the hell are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? What the hell were you teaching out there? Okay. You know?
Yeah, and that goes back to the point what the Bible was just saying. He said, listen, even if you were 2/3, even if you're not in Babylon the Great, if you got judgment scheduled onto you by the Lord, then you're going to get destroyed the way it goes. And the brother just brought that up. Okay, whether it be for the sword, for the famine, for the captivity, for the captivity, it's the will of the Lord ultimately.
But Jonah, you try to flee from his mission. That shit still caught up. You go in the sea, I'm there. You go under the water, I'm there.
He like, no, nigga, you a prophet. Yeah, you a prophet, bro.
Yeah, he's trying to get
You're
away.
gonna have to go do your work,
Well,
bro.
Peter, you gonna keep denying me. I'm there. Then he set up the people to say, you was there.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Lord set up these people at that time to say, you was there.
Yeah, to specifically
You know what I'm
say
saying? There's no way freaking around it.
Why?
Applejack.
Because Yahawashi prophesied.
Come on.
Hey, you're gonna deny me
Right.
twice before the cock crow.
Come on,
Got
man.
crow.
Plain as day.
Christ,
You
though.
know? That's it?
Yeah, I got something else.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay. Yeah. We'll finish that.
Verse 4. And the Lord spake suddenly unto Moses and Aaron. And Moses spake suddenly unto Moses and unto Aaron and unto Miriam, come out, ye three, unto the tabernacle of the congregation. And they three came out. And the Lord came down in a pillar of a cloud and stood in the door of the tabernacle.
You know he was pissed.
Yeah, he was.
And called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth. And he said, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Lord, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Let's make it quick. Go to Job 33, verse 14. Real quick. Just make it real quick. It's real quick, man. Just make it real quick, baby. Real quick.
Job 33 and what?
33, 14.
30, okay, this is the book of Job 33 and 14, and it reads, for the Most High speaketh once, yet twice, yet man perceiveth it not.
Yeah.
In the dream, in the vision of the night.
You got different accounts, because you even had Peter when he had those 3 trans and he couldn't even get it in Acts the 10th chapter. That's how stubborn our minds is as Jake. And you got other ones that can get it in a quick understanding, right? But keep going.
Yeah. Okay. In a dream, in the vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men.
Just like it's saying Isaiah, you'll hear a whisper from the left and the right. Hey, walk ye therein.
Yeah,
right?
right.
Yeah. What happened to Sam when he was little? Well, what was it, Eli? When he kept waking, he said, yo, come here. He said, yo, man, you calling me? He said, man, I ain't call you. And then Eli was like, wait, hold on, I think the Lord. So what you say, my servant I hear, the Lord gave us many different accounts, right?
Yeah,
Keep
absolutely.
going.
Absolutely.
Brother,
When
yo,
deep
Reggie,
sleep
yo.
falleth upon men and slumberings upon the bed.
Oh, sorry. Oh, y'all been trying to back that. Can you read that verse again, please?
Yep.
Can y'all recall? And then we'll give it back to Mashar.
I got you.
And then just reread that verse that I left you off of, that you was off, that I left to go there, so that the sheep can know why we're there. Well, go
I
ahead.
got you. Yep.
So we're talking about the Lord. He'll speak to you. He'll speak to men once or twice, but they won't perceive. Keep going.
Yep. Job 14 and 15, and it reads, for the Most High speaketh once, yet twice, yet man perceiveth it not. 15, in a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon the bed.
Now we know in Amos 3 and 7, the Lord revealed his secrets only to the prophets. When you go to 2 Ezra 14:45, we see verse 45, the Lord tell you that he gave some of the books and left them open publicly for those that were worthy and unworthy, and the 70 other books were only for the wise. Because the wise was going to be able to understand, give the sense, and then go teach the people. That's the same way when it comes to Moses, right? Moses was the only one out of all Israel that can be in that position as a god, Exodus 7, and that Aaron can be a prophet because he can speak, okay? And when you go to Luke 10, we're going to need that, Sam. The Lord brings us together. Sam said this a week ago. The Lord brings the right pieces together, right, to complement. Like if you can't teach, but you could be a good leader, the Lord will set up the right chemistry around you. When we set up Moses and Aaron, See what I'm saying? Now go ahead and finish that. I mean,
Hold
go
on,
back to the verse.
Finish, it's like one more.
Okay. Job 33
Relax, sir.
and 16, and it reads that he openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instruction.
Right, and that's Wisdom of Solomon 9 and 17 and 18 on down. Right, the Ruach HaKodesh is given from above. Right, because you have to receive it. The Lord has to open your ears and open your eyes for you to be able to understand.
That's the whole
right.
You got it. You got it, Bashar.
But this is the main point in verse 7. My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all my house.
Wait, say that again.
My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all my house.
Now hold on 1 second. I think we gonna have you read verse 8, and then we gonna pass it to him real quick and then give it to Asher. But I wanted to get this Hebrew word for faithful, aman. In the biblical usage, it means to support, confirm, be faithful, and it says a supporter of the door. Moses was a supporter of Yahawashi. Deuteronomy the 18th chapter, right? And he spoke about Yahawashi in codes throughout the scriptures. Numbers the 24th chapter, Numbers, Genesis, right? In many different examples, Moses was speaking about Yahawashi. He seen the vision.
Yeah.
You know, this is a good. We say he fell off the truth. And he was speaking of Yahawashi before he came. John the Baptist was paving the way.
Yeah.
And when they fell out the truth, they had one of the best positions to pave the way for the Lord, man. To pave the way for Israel to deliver them out of the land. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah, come on, man.
And this
Moses,
shows,
sorry, man.
Moses' face was shining, bro.
Come on, man.
Moses was a special man. Moses was a man that the Lord Yahawah spoke to directly.
that
So
was,
how could a man like him fall off the truth? That makes no logical sense, man.
and that was because how the Lord was dealing with him. You know, and when we read verse 8, it tells you how he was dealing with him. With whom will I speak mouth to mouth? When he spoke to Moses, like,
Right, directly.
yeah, that right. He didn't speak to him like he spoke to the other prophets. Yeah.
Hey,
You know,
so that's the question then. I asked Decatur, who the fuck are you? Right? Because the Lord was speaking directly to Moses, man.
Come on, man.
During the transfiguration, when
Yeah.
Yahawashi brought James,
Peter. Yeah.
John.
Yeah. And who was there?
Moses and Elijah. Come on, man. Come on, now.
If they found the truth, why would he use Moses as an example?
But why would you either one of them?
Right.
Right.
That was
Moses
fair.
or Elijah.
Right.
Both of them fell out the truth according to these guys.
And Moses is a memorial each day when we bring up either the law or we bring up what Moses did. He's a memorial. You know?
Yeah.
It's like he also saw the back of the Lord's law. No, on the mountain, man, he saw the back of the Lord, man.
But all they do is preach the law of Moses. That's all they do.
But they want to take the, but those are the same ones that came back and they wanted to take the seat of Moses. You know, those are the same ones.
Yo, but you discredit Paul's letters, but you use Paul's letters to say the other nations to come up. That shit.
What they want to do, they want to build off another man's foundation.
Yeah.
That's
But the Lord is just showing us the spirit is back.
You know what that is?
Back. Yeah.
That's Second Peter. Is it Second Peter or Third Peter? Where Peter talks about Paul's writings.
Oh yeah.
Are hard to be
Hard to
understood.
understand,
And then it said that, you know, even the rest of the scriptures,
Yeah.
they choke on, they fall and fumble on, man.
On to their destruction. Yep.
Let me finish this at verse 8. With whom will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, Slakia, and not in dark speeches, and the similitudes of the Lord shall he behold. Wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? Why wasn't you afraid to speak against my servant Moses? You know? Verse 8.
Yeah. And not in dark. Hey, so the Lord said he's not even going to, speak in code with him. I'm going to speak him directly.
Yeah, I'm making
You
plain.
know, I'm gonna make it plain upon tables, just like how Yahawashi was with the disciples.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
He remember he did the parables,
Yeah,
and then he explained to them
Right.
clearly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had to ask him why those speakers to them on to parables. Because it is given
But
unto
you-
you.
Right.
But you say the Lord's not doing it. Come on, man.
Yeah, they not.
Right,
They not.
read verse 9 and we're going to let him get that numbers on 20, 10, and 12. And these brothers got precepts before we keep going.
Wherefore, verse 8, wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? You know, so the Lord asked him, why wasn't you afraid to speak? I'm dealing with him directly. And you got, you know, like, you wasn't afraid? That shows that these guys, they don't fear the Lord, man. Let's continue. Verse 9. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against them, and he departed.
Now, through the Spirit, we about to go, now you done with that. Now, through the Spirit, the Lord is exposing all the things that y'all doing. And just through the Spirit, the Lord is angry with how you dealing with his sheep and how you speak about the men of the Lord. How when you go to Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 1, the last few verses, he's allowing these brothers to fall in the front of the midst of the congregation. But only the elect men and women is going to be able to see, man.
Yeah.
Right? You even got women on some of the comment board said, man, I'm upset that I even followed y'all.
Yeah.
You know? It's the Lord is pouring out a spirit to allowing the sheep to recognize y'all bullshit, man.
Yeah.
You know? And it's becoming public. The Lord is allowing you to really do a lesson and allow it to get public or to go viral
right.
so that we can see it. And now we know the
right.
Lord is bringing back the same spirits again so that we can know. Like he just said, confirmation, the Lord is coming back.
It's too late in the game, man.
Yeah.
The Lord don't have time for people playing. Yo, you got time to play, move your ass over to the playground, bro.
Okay. That's a
You
fact.
got to do work over here.
And I want to read verse 10 real quick. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. You know, and when you continue reading, Aaron pleaded with Moses, like, you know?
Judgment will come upon
But
you.
it just shows that the Lord gonna make their judgment public, man.
That woman, even more.
Yeah.
Because guess what? You had the nerve to talk about the man of the Lord.
He knew better.
That, come on. Hey, he was angry, but he was hella angry at her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He like, you know, he was talking to both of them, but I know he like, you?
Absolutely.
You got
That's a cautionary tale.
Right.
Seen all of you.
That's a cautionary tale to you wicked ass Eves out there scoffing up against the men of the Lord, okay? Because we just read it. Okay, the Lord struck Miriam with leprosy, but not Aaron though.
And you know she's
Okay.
the one that scarred it too. No, you know I believe in him.
Satan jumped on it.
No, she's the one that scarred it.
Hey, it's like, I think further down it says something about spitting in her face.
Oh,
Something.
yeah.
Can
Oh,
you
yeah.
look
Let's
at that
continue.
part? Yeah.
Verse 11. And that's some meat on this. And Aaron said unto Moses, Alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not this sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned. Let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed, when he cometh out of his mother's womb. And Moses cried unto the Lord, saying, Heal her now, O Lord, I beseech thee.
Yeah.
And the Lord said unto Moses,
So even Moses interceded, like, come on, please.
Yeah,
Don't do
yeah.
her like that.
Yeah.
I get it, but don't do her like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Give her a week.
and the Lord said unto Moses, If her father had but spit in her face, should she not be ashamed 7 days?
7 days.
Come on, man.
Give her a week, man.
Let her be shut out from the camp 7 days, and after that, let her be received in again.
Right. He like, listen, nah, she's not gonna get away with this, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it was spit in her face, and she got to get out of there in 7 days. You know, what more? She just talked about the man of the Lord.
Okay.
You know, but because what? Moses interceded and pleaded,
Yeah.
because Moses was his friend.
Yeah.
All right, I got you.
Yeah.
Hey, but she got to stay a week out there. Go put her ass over next to the coyotes and shit, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She'll learn.
That's right.
Let her,
You know what I'm saying?
let that sink in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring that up.
Kyle, you get that numbers 20.
That's a cold right there. bro.
Numbers what? Numbers 20 and 10, right?
Yeah.
Through 12?
Yeah.
Okay, it's the book of Numbers 20 and 10. And it reads, and Moses and Aaron gathered the congregation together before the rock. And he said unto them, hear now, ye rebels, must we fetch you water out of this rock? And Moses lifted up his hand, and with his rod he smote the rock twice, and the water came out abundantly. And the congregation drank, and their beasts also.
You know, you gotta in this whole account, Moses, he committed his sin because he's supposed to sanctify the Lord, and he said I, like him and Aaron did it.
Oh, yeah.
But it was really Yahawah Yahawashi. He got corrected. He couldn't go into the promised land.
Right.
That's not the end of Moses, because you got to go back to reincarnation.
Yeah.
Moses has to come back in his lot as being a teacher.
Absolutely.
Being so called in a position of leading Israel back to the Lord.
Yeah.
The spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets. Moses didn't die not claiming that Yahawah Shemashai is not Yahawah Shemashai. He died because of what the hell he just did, what he did.
Yeah.
Man.
Now think about that though. Because Moses, now think about the responsibility that Moses had, bro.
Yeah.
Where you had a whole multitude of so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Okay.
And you got to deal with all this
Every
and
day.
Eve.
Every day.
God damn it. You know what I'm
that's a
saying? You know
That's a
what I mean?
lot.
You know.
And then, sorry, Asher, when you go to account, he said he couldn't even, their burden was so heavy when his stepfather said, man, go get you 50 officials that can handle the least matters.
The elders.
But,
Get some of the elders.
but when you really look at it, that's a foreshadow of Yahawashi, because who really was able to handle all our burdens? Hamashiach Yahawashi, to show you a man can't do it by himself. This is why when we teach, we come as a small company. This is a small company because we can get a lot shit done in 1 hour, 2 hours, precept upon precept. I don't have to have all 50 precepts. A brother can just lay me off of what's being said, get the job done, keep it moving, get inspired, go do another lesson. Keep the shit moving. Moses, all he was doing was correcting major situations, and the least officials was dealing with the lesser situations, man.
And I want to add too, you receive it. You know, scriptures talk about the sure mercies of David. Which we know in the reincarnation, David was Moses. So that just shows that Lord, like Moses didn't get kicked out. You know, he was still in. I mean, Moses didn't get kicked. He didn't fall off the tree. Right. You know, the Lord was so mercy on Moses, even in his death. Even in his death. You know, he came back and came back as king of Israel.
And also, the Lord said that the whole generation had to die in the wilderness. They weren't going to get into the land. That included Moses too.
Yeah.
Because Moses had to do something to go off so that he wouldn't get into the land. So the Lord said that. The Lord not going to go back on his word, so
Right.
Moses had to go off too.
He had to go off.
And the Lord still was talking to Moses. Still was talking to this man all the way through it, man.
Absolutely.
Still talking to this man. People still was looking at this Moses. If it would have been the same situation as Saul, man, the spirit of the Lord would have left him.
Yeah, he didn't quit.
Yeah.
It's like, and if I'm not mistaken, didn't the Lord take Moses' body and bury it in a specific location, in a special location? Because didn't the spiritual demon say he tried to come get his body?
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know.
Nobody knows.
There's no where he
But when
died.
he died, they lamented for him for what, like a month?
Yeah,
Or something like a month or something, right?
Yeah, the angels.
Yeah, you know. If he found the truth, they
Yeah.
Okay.
canceled
Yo, because if
society,
you go
know?
back into Kings, you would see some kings, Jake didn't even mourn over. You know?
Yeah.
But and if that's it,
I had one more.
all right, go ahead.
And the Lord Yahawah spake unto Moses and Aaron, because ye believed me not, to sanctify me in the eyes of the children of Israel. Therefore ye shall not bring this congregation into the land which I have given them.
Wait, and another point, just with the Moses thing, and brothers, y'all got Asher, and the other brothers got Precept. Let's not try to do our own thing. The Lord gave us the blueprint, commands on how, and the Lord gave us, we enter into other men's labors. We already got the how the doctrine goes. I mean, you could add another precept, maybe another word, but we all just bringing out the same lesson. You don't need to bring out something new.
Same song.
Yeah, over and over again. We just replaying that fire album, and it get better and better. You know what I'm saying? You play that Billie Jean, it hit, and the moonwalk still hitting. You know, it's still hitting. It's the same.
That fucking AI robot trying to do the moonwalk.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you don't want to be off beat when the tune hit you off beat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't want to be like the Edomites with no rhythm, no soul to it. You want to have that salt.
And Moses
every
was
single
that
time.
example. Trying to, he didn't try to sanctify the Lord in the midst of Israel. He's not here to do that.
When we say our planet follows water,
Yeah.
the Most High get that history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the end of the day.
don't
You
know
know,
about that.
we're here as workers.
Yeah.
And we gotta, the work is already showed how the work should be done. There's no deviating of the work, man. Just follow the script.
Yep.
You know? Follow the script.
Don't take away or add on to it.
This is Revelation, this book of Matthew chapter 18, and start verse 5. And whosoever receives such a little child in my name receives me. But whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck and laid to the ground and death. Woe to the world that is sensitive, for it must needs eat that flesh himself. The woe to the man by whom the flesh cometh. So therefore we're there that only these dudes, the eyes of the king, and the Yahawashi and all these other dudes, right now the eyes of the king. Hey, really, they're offending the Lord, and they're offending the little ones, man. So they're talking shit against the men of Yahawashi. Because that's really what they're doing, man. They're really talking shit against Yahawah, Yahawashi,
Oh yeah.
the men of the Lord, the angels, really, too. So they're talking against the whole body, man, because only they're disrespecting our head, man. Now, okay, you really think about it, what Moses was, so he's David, man, in the reincarnation.
Come on, man.
He's the head. You know, so they're disrespecting the body, man. You know, so woe unto them, man.
How we doing?
bro.
All right.
So woe unto them, man, because only they're disrespecting the Yahawashi, man.
For real though.
David got a piece of Huh? Oh yeah, go ahead, get that. Okay, can a brother get Hebrews 12 and 6? And can another brother get Exodus 33 and 11?
Book of Luke, chapter 10,
And
verse
Ashley, you get a
1.
precept right now?
Yeah, they're bringing the Exodus.
Oh, okay, go ahead. I mean, if another brother can get Deuteronomy 34, 5 and 6. It's a domino effect. Y'all can, of course, get y'all precept.
Yeah,
Please.
yeah.
You got it, Dave.
Book of Luke, chapter 10, verse 1. After these things, the Lord appointed other 70 also and sent them 2 and 2 before his face into every city and place whither he himself will come.
Now, if you can read it in NLT, it hits even more too. But now, when you read that in that same time, wherever the Lord would send you is the same place as He would go. Now, if we would use the scriptures for our time, right? Wherever the men of the Lord, 50 states of the United States, 4 corners of the earth, is the same place Yahawashi will go teach. St. John 15, if you abide in me, I abide in you.
Yeah.
Wherever the men of the Lord is teaching, Yahawashi is teaching y'all, man.
And you know what's crazy?
Matthew 18:20. Wherever 2 or 3 are gathered, I'm here in the midst. How? Because He is every last one of us, man.
But what's so crazy though, because we'll teach on the corner, we might give it up, and you see some other brothers teaching on the corner, on the same corner, you know, and then they might, and then somebody else, like,
Yeah.
the Lord has set up
Spirit, yeah.
spots,
Yeah.
that this is where I need you to go.
Every
So
time
this
we
is the
every time we been somewhere, somebody went there.
Yeah, yeah,
And they
yeah.
was somebody there
Before
before us.
us, right,
Yeah,
yeah.
they was there. Yeah, they was there
And,
before
that's
us.
another
the spirit.
example of you enter into another
Yeah.
man's labor.
Yeah.
That's another example of entering into another man's labor. You in the same spot teaching. Then somebody will say, "Oh, so do you believe only Israel gonna be saved?" If you say, "Nah, everybody gonna get saved," they gonna know that you coming with something different.
Yeah.
You know. Let's get that Hebrews 12 and 6.
Hebrews chapter 12, verse 6. For whom the Lord for whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. If ye endure chastising, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons.
Moses didn't cuss the Lord out. He just kept saying, "Man, can I go in there? Let me just go in there." Then I go. He didn't cuss the Lord, and he finished his course from the distance that he could. But he got chastised by the Lord because of what he did. Right? Let's get to Exodus 33 real quick, verse 11. So it goes with it. Oh yeah, go ahead.
For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not?
Right. So if he didn't do nothing to Miriam or Moses, right, then that's just an example of him actually loving them. Right? Go ahead.
Real quick.
Okay.
This is 1 Ezra chapter 8, verse 24. it says, and whosoever shall transgress the law of thy power and of thy king shall be punished diligently, whether it be by death or other punishment, or by penalty of money, or by imprisonment, right? So, hey, his judgment was the other one. Hey, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. You can see it. Remember, he allowed him to see it, but you're not going to go into it. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, you are going to go into it. Because you're going to be reincarnated.
Right. That's a two-third. That's a two-third all over again.
Hey, that's the beautiful thing about knowing the whole, the
Right.
full
Whole
truth.
road.
Right. Eating the whole road, it can never get old. It never gets boring.
Right.
You know, you come out, that right there,
While you was
man.
reading it, he just
Yeah, man, the 100% truth, man, it hit different, man. There's levels to this, man.
And what you just said, Sam, how you just gave the detail on that. That's just like the 2/3, right? You're gonna be able to see the strange salvation of Jacob when Yahawashi returns. You're gonna get nuked, and then you're gonna come back in the kingdom and be ashamed, but you're gonna be in there. You know,
Right.
You're gonna be in there. And Moses just high up, just seeing Israel. Oh, look at them get in that land. You know, you end up gotta die, but you gotta see Israel get in there.
Yeah.
Same as you 2/3, man.
I got my precept too.
You got the Exodus 33, so we can remove that point, and then you can take that. Go ahead.
Exodus 33, verse 11. And Yahweh speaketh to Moses face to face, as a man speaketh unto his friend.
Wait, hold on. Remember when we go into the gospel, St. John, the 15th chapter, he said, I don't call you servants, I call you friends. When you look up that word friends, he calls us brothers, man.
Come on, man.
Mark 3:35, whoever do the will of my father is my brother, mother, and sister. We all working to be a relative of Yahawashi. 144,000, we're brothers. We're gonna be really connected, right? You got it.
And he turned again into the camp, but his servant Joshua, the son of Nun, a young man, departed not out of the tabernacle.
That was it. That was it. But get your precept, shot. You got a precept too?
33, 11.
Okay.
Okay, I'll start at verse 28. This is Matthew 23 and verse 28. Even so, ye also outwardly appear righteous unto men, but within ye are of hypocrisy and iniquity. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because ye build the tombs of the prophets and garnish the sepulchres of the righteous, and say, if we had been in the days of our fathers, we would not have been partakers with them in the blood of the prophets.
Oh, you lying.
That's the spirit of these guys.
And they saying that boldly. Thou say it.
Man. Wherefore ye be witnesses unto yourselves, that ye are the children of them which killed the prophets.
Come on, you
Constantly trying to discredit the men of the Lord.
yeah.
You know? We're talking about like even today, but back then too.
I'm about to say, like when you were speaking about regeneration, y'all reincarnated back in a new body, and y'all coming against the church of Yahawashi.
Do it again.
Y'all doing it again.
Man.
And we understand it already. We get it.
We know
So
what
while y'all bullshitting, y'all going over here and there, we gonna stay teaching the truth. That's a fact.
You're a double loser if you got to keep coming back and going against Yahawashi's church over and over again.
Y'all want praises of men. Y'all out there with the food and shit, handing it out to the poor. These people are 2/3, man.
Yeah.
They gotta stick to the script.
Yeah.
You know, because they government based.
Yeah.
They're government funded.
You know what I'm saying? They gotta stick to the script of them being.
Oh yeah.
And you gotta be who you are.
Yeah.
He told Daniel, stand in your lot, man.
Yeah.
You know, so hey, you gotta stand in your lot.
Oh, they moving in the
What
script.
Yahawashi say? What?
Yeah.
Let the unjust be unjust still.
Yeah.
Let the righteous be righteous still. Let the holy be holy still.
Yeah.
And I'm coming to give every man his reward, man.
And
According.
it is the true men of the Lord's job to warn you of these guys, so you don't follow them and fall by the wayside.
Yeah.
You know. So this is what we're showing you. We're showing you who these guys are through the scriptures.
Right, and if somebody falls out the truth, you shouldn't be using the account, to back up the doctrine. You know, if they found out the truth, we shouldn't even be using it. You know, because it's a disgrace. If they found out the truth, would benefit us to teach words that they brought out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And at the end of the day, Moses has a big foot in the ministry. That's the foundation of all of this.
Seriously.
And if Moses out the truth, the Lord would have to reset it. And guess what? The Lord had Ezra rewrite what Moses said.
Come on, man. Yo.
The Lord had a man rewrite what Moses said, but we want to say Moses fell out the truth. Yeah. If you go to Wisdom of Solomon, it speaks about all the people that had wisdom. It said Moses, in order to lead Israel out of Egypt, he had to have the spirit of wisdom in him.
Hold on, I got a precept.
When did Moses lose the spirit of wisdom? It's no verse.
That must be a lie.
Yo, you got it. If we go to Deuteronomy, it's going to show you that the Lord had Moses buried himself. If he fell out the truth, why would the Lord care for Moses being buried or being taken care of the way that he did, man?
Come on, man.
Even after you die, it was called servant of the Lord.
Come on.
Yeah, special man. Verse 31. Wherefore ye be witnesses unto yourselves, that ye be sluggy, that ye are the children of them which killed the prophets. You know? So they bear witness unto themselves. If you got eyes, you're going to be able to see it.
Drop down to 37.
Yeah, they was the same ones. Like, give us Barabbas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Crucify him.
Yeah, because you know, once this shit started to go up, because we telling you about what's about to happen. We telling you about the end of this place.
Yeah.
ISUPK, they not really talking about that.
End of a new era.
IOIC, they not talking about that.
Jesus God.
Yeah, they talking about building farms and shit, and building the community up. That's what they talking about. See, the true prophets telling you about the destruction that's gonna come here.
Jeremiah
What do they
48.
say? The real men, the men that the Lord is truly dealing with, they're gonna be chilling. They're gonna be like this, you know, in the cut while the whole world is fucked up. The men of the Lord still gonna be standing, and y'all gonna see, oh, those were the men.
Right. Because what did you say? You said that they say that they're not waiting for Yahawashi to come. That's mad.
Yeah, he said it himself.
Yeah.
He said it himself.
And you don't even really understand what it really means to wait for the Lord. You know, some of y'all just think about just sitting at the damn bus stop.
They think about waiting and like just sitting and waiting and having a good time while they doing it.
Yeah.
See, waiting when you go to patiently waiting, long suffering, you gotta suffer for this, man.
Yeah.
You gotta suffer with Yahawashi until you come back.
You gotta move. In order to overcome, you gotta continue to keep moving forward through the obstacles.
How you expect him to share his kingdom with you and you ain't suffering with him? That don't make no sense.
Right? If you suffer with me, you gonna reign with me.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
How shall you get this how shall you get this city without going through the trials and tribulations? Yeah. The trials and tribulations before getting there. How could you get this?
Right.
We talking about the kingdom of heaven, bro.
Yeah.
Everlasting life.
Yeah.
Immortality, man.
Right.
We'll go back over what we were talking about earlier. You know, their eyes not single, man. They care about the riches of this world, man. They don't care about the riches.
Yeah, they choke about it, man.
Yeah.
Right? The riches of this world choke them, man.
Yeah.
This is why they choking every damn day.
Yeah.
So
you telling me
you
the
know,
riches-
talking about Moses and he fell out the truth.
Right.
This
Now
shit
the
is
church
crazy.
not
That's
serious
what I'm
now.
Because they're consumed with strong drink.
Yeah.
Spiritually and literally.
Yeah.
You see them out there, man. They be sitting there teaching, right? With a damn glass of bourbon in their hand, man.
Yes,
Going it down, man.
They tell you to roll up some trees. I heard him say it before. Yeah.
Verse 37. O Jerusalem. There's nothing wrong with drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But damn, you know what I'm saying? It's a time and place for everything.
It's not about us promoting
Yeah.
it. You gotta
Fast forwarding down to 37. O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou that killest the prophets and stonest them, which are sent unto thee, how often would I have gathered thy children together, even as a hen gathereth her chickens under her wings, and ye would not. Behold, your house is left unto you desolate. For I say unto you, ye shall not see me henceforth till ye shall say, blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord.
So that means that same spirit is going to be reincarnated when Yahawashi come back. Revelation 1. All eyes is going to see me. How eyes going to see you if we only come on this earth one time? Under the sun is a place of judgment. You live out your judgment when you come back. 2 Ezra 14:35.
Yeah.
Man, this is poetic justice. In the end, Yahawashi gonna bring justice, but this whole thing is poetry. It's music.
Yeah.
The
words are living, literally.
How does man make music but you fucking up the song? How you make music and you messing up the song? You're a terrible artist. How you messing up the song but you make music?
It's brought low.
Let me get. I had a brother bring out the preset before.
I didn't know if Sam wanted to respond on that.
Oh no. I mean that was. I mean it's there. I mean it's there.
Yeah, man. You know, the scriptures say that what a corrupt tree cannot bring forth good fruit. Man. Right. Y'all are in that corrupt General Johanna tree.
Crab apples.
Oh,
crab apples. Where is he?
Yeah. And when you see us even talk, we going on the doctrine. We don't know. I don't know none of them individually. We're going off the doctrine. Elijah said he was jealous for the Lord. Yeah. We jealous for the Lord when it comes to the doctrine because it's so many sheep that got 2 ears and they just take, he just said, he just killed them. And they'll take what the hell you saying. You got to defend the gospel by cutting it up with the precepts and giving the right sense, telling the sheep, that's not the way. This is what it really means.
Rightly dividing the word of truth.
Yeah.
And these are going to be the same ones who, are going to be trying to persecute the men of the Lord.
Yeah.
All right? Because what did they say? The Lord's not going to be care if you take the chip, if you put some chip in your body, right? So if they say that, what more would they do, right? Knowing our stance.
They said that against
They
said that against the junction, the biscuit.
Yeah.
But it could come a time like, hey, is anybody in your organization that don't teach to take this? Oh yeah, them over there. You know that elder on 34th Street? Yeah, them over there, they whole congregation. Yeah, definitely. But how it was back then, of course, in this is gonna probably be a little different because we're in a modern time, But you got it.
First Peter 2 and 2 in the NLT. Like newborn babies, you must crave pure spiritual milk.
Yo, and that right there is fire.
That's fire.
You should be able to learn because some of us that have children, what do they do when they come out? They want that milk.
Yeah.
And they're drinking rotten milk, man.
Yeah, come
Your
on.
doctrine don't add up.
They not even looking at the date.
You're too busy focusing on building here and getting social media followers. And ISUPK is the camp that does all those stupid boot camps.
Yeah.
Spraying motherfuckers in the eyes.
What y'all getting ready for?
You gotta be.
Yeah.
What they getting ready for?
And the dude, and some of them, but a lot of the young soldiers don't even know what tribe John the Baptist is in, but they know to say John the Baptist fell off the truth, but they don't even know what tribe he came from.
Right.
But you know how to get mace, you know how to deal with it, but you don't know what tribe John the Baptist come, but you know he fell off the truth.
Right.
That don't even make sense.
It don't add up.
Scriptures tell you not to put your trust in carnal things, not to put your trust in chariots or things of the world, man. You're supposed to be calling upon the name of the Lord. So you're gonna need divine intervention, man. What the fuck is our fighting skills and our strength going through the Esau either?
And wearing your fringes is not going to help you, man.
That's a fact. I was about to say that,
Wearing
bro.
your fringes is not going to help you in that day.
I seen a sister. She had fringes on. I was happy for her, but I'm like, see, that shit crazy because IUIC, they're not teaching their congregation right, man.
Right.
They're not teaching them that we're a target out here. You don't go everywhere showing your fringes.
Right.
We're in enemy territory.
Yeah.
Right. If anything, they pushing them out there towards the slaughter even more.
You gotta be a little bit more discreet, man.
Yeah, you gotta be like Clark Kent in this
And
thing.
they bringing robots and shit. Things is about to change.
I think they had that guy, Caracas or some CIA whistleblower from back in the day. He was talking about that, man, about how they groom up the spies. If you're going to send a spy into China to infiltrate the Chinese government, are you going to send somebody who looks Chinese, or are you going to send a fucking white man?
Yeah, you gonna send somebody
Right,
like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And also, these guys are in enemy territory.
Yeah.
And you're trying to show yourself off. That's smart.
Literally behind enemy lines.
There's spiritual stuff.
What's the point of having fringes on when you don't even know the name of your Lord?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Or you don't understand the Lord.
Right. You got the fringes on, but still, you putting the fringes on to remember to keep the laws, but you're breaking one of the main laws.
Yo,
you also not have a God before
that's
you.
amazing y'all say that. Y'all know the group Soul? The singing group.
yeah,
that
yeah.
came in. So they got on that podcast on Christianity Judaism, Hebrew
Hebrew
Israelites,
Israelites, I just said.
and they all do the teaching, and they got fringes all on, and they all trying to go back and forth. Oh, this over here, they not bringing out no verses, but this how you know you're not being taught right. Why would you put your ass on there and then come and say Yahawah?
And then that was all women too, right?
Yeah.
They're all women.
But why would you come on there saying, and then right there, you saying the wrong name? If you had the right name, you knew damn well you wouldn't be on no podcast because your man would have said, nah, babe, let's not do that. That's why all these other congregations trying to make you, what do you got to get on podcast for? Okay. The elect, even though the elect could probably get on that, look and see it, but you're not in the mindset of the elect.
I think
Thinking
I
about
caught
the
that
elect.
today. And I had to turn it off. I had to turn it because I was looking at it. I'm like, what is it? Because I was like, okay, I know a woman has done this. She set this whole shit up. Because a man would have came in and shut it all down. Shut this shit down. Y'all all go home. Get y'all asses out of here.
Y'all all saying the wrong name.
They was all confused. It was nothing but confusion on that shit.
Right. And just a whole bunch of coochie trying to go back and forth about the scriptures, man.
Yeah.
But you get your verse, man.
This is why women not supposed to teach.
That's exactly supposed to do something the hell up, man.
Half of the women is married. So what are you doing with another man's possession? Trying to go back and forth with her understanding, man.
This is back in 1 Peter 2:2. Like newborn babies in the NLT, you must crave pure spiritual milk so that you will grow into a full experience of salvation. Cry out for this nourishment. And Yahawashi is the chief cornerstone of the building, man.
Yeah, right.
Okay? If you come up another way, you're teaching around.
Okay.
Hey, and
That's what happened.
what did Moses said? I don't want to butcher it, but he said something along the lines of being a garment.
No, that's eight.
Moses said something like that.
The book of Romans chapter 8.
Wait, you ready to?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. You want to make sure the brother get his. Make sure the brother get his.
The book of Romans chapter 8.
Wait, no, hold on, wait. Just.
Yeah, I had one more.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
This is John 10:1. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, the climbing up some other way, and some other way would be these gimmicks that you guys do. The same as a thief or a robber.
I could be an Israelite. I could be a rapper. Let's make it fun doing that with. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty soon we'll be having Israelites in the fucking NBA.
Yeah.
Bridges on their jerseys.
Sorry, Camps was
In the NBA with a
basketball.
clean shaven face.
Sorry, Camps was doing a basketball.
Making a living out of it.
You can keep reading on that.
And they're all in the same category with that kind of mindset, right? Because they'll sit there just as Genesis will say, all nations get the same. They'll say, well, if you come and kiss my boot, then you can get salvation here in Babylon. No, that's not according to the scriptures, right?
Though.
Right.
Yeah, anybody left here, Babylon's getting fucking destroyed, man.
Yo,
You know?
and this is how you know if anyone, if the nation of Israel has superpowers now, this is how you know from looking at a lot of these other congregations, they will fucking go off, man. Because now that they know they Hebrew Israelites, then you got ISUBK saying the white woman is the damn Quran. But what about the white man? Because some of Eve, they might label a white man.
Right.
But Jake, as soon as you know you're a Hebrew Israelite, now you think you got some damn power, but you don't even know what's going on in the scriptures. That power thing just go to Jake freaking head. I'm a general over 50. We not in the same time as Moses, man. I have 1,000. I'm over 1,000. Bro, then you see half of these people that you over, and none of them is teaching, man. Majority of brothers is marching, or they giving out freaking turkeys, like Drake said, man. Half of y'all just giving out turkeys.
But hold on. You said just like Moses said, but you continue to do things like Moses said. But you say that he fell off.
Come on.
So where are you at then at this point?
Yeah.
Right? That's the question.
Yeah.
Where the hell are you at this point?
That's supposed to be a big. He's like one of the top guys.
Right, right.
Man.
Yeah.
It ain't like he's just some guy in a startup, ISUPK account that's been around for a year.
Yeah.
No, he's one of the main ones, man.
It'd be the generals that be the main ones going on. Didn't like the general who Yohanan do? Wasn't he the one who said, "Oh, let's take a place in America, call it Black America, get the CIA out of our neighborhoods"? No, we don't want no kingdom here, man. We trying to get the hell out of here.
It starts with their leadership.
Yeah.
So and then
how
just
the
like
leader is
Bishop Nate,
phenomenal.
whatever he says, it's law. You know, it's law, and it goes down, and nobody comes
questions
up
it.
against it.
If you ever think of hearing him talk, he always saying the white man. You always saying he sound like a 1980 you know.
Malcolm X.
Yeah. Yeah.
When IUIC bought all that land and we were getting on them, it's like you want to start your own community there, but what currency y'all gonna use? Y'all gonna use U.S. dollars, right? Y'all gonna use that president's
It's a big deal. Yeah.
Right.
What's that doing?
Let me get Deuteronomy 34, 5 and 6.
Book of
Say, you say, can you get Matthew 17, verse 1 and 3? Oh, yeah, you could probably bring that out first.
Book of Romans 8. Let's start verse 5. What's that verse? For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
Yo, that's how you know us just thinking in the flesh all day. That's just death. Just off of what he just said, man. And like brothers always say, we battle in the flesh daily. Imagine you walking in that 24/7, man. And living the life you already, have little problems with. If we'd have had a wisdom of the Lord, bro, I'm telling you, half of us will have gray hair, man. The Lord allows us to cope with it because of the scriptures. And you got other brothers dealing with other things, so it kind of motivates you to overcome the situations you got,
Right.
But you got to answer.
Because the carnal mind is enemy against power.
Yeah, it's an enemy. And if you go to James 4:4, if you're a friend of the world, you are a freaking enemy. I'm sorry, Deacon and all of y'all. I don't know if you took the bag, but how you promote yourself, you about money, man. You trying to, you're not even making the Lord ministry spiritual anymore. You trying to investigate and go deeper and deeper, like the Lord proud of you.
He's an agent. He
Yeah,
sounds
like
just like Vocab Malone.
Yeah, it's a black version.
What happened was they got to you at an early age. They told you to learn the doctrine. You've been working for them, man. We know about y'all. Yeah, you Judas Iscariot niggas, man.
Yeah.
Jay Reeves. You ever seen that movie In Too Deep?
Absolutely.
It's gonna be Jay Reeves in this thing, man.
Yeah.
Jay Reed.
You a god, Jay Reeves. That's them, man.
And then most of the shit they bring out is from Christian commentaries.
Yeah.
All this shit is Christian, like the Hebrew that came out with. All that shit just literally is Christian dogma.
That's literally
That's all it is. Christian dogma. And it got from the so-called white. That's really what they're about. Esau.
And they're getting mad because we don't want to go follow them. Right? It says like a dog returned to its own vomit. They're getting mad because we don't want to go back and start eating our own vomit. No, we're not going to eat our own vomit.
Even the people that was in Genesis before they started teaching all this crazy shit.
Yeah.
They lost 70% of their congregation.
Good.
Hey, listen. That just goes to show you. Y'all ain't right, huh?
Yeah.
And they know you're not right.
That shit turned into a myth.
Yeah.
That shit evaporated.
You got to always analyze it, because how you so-called start strong for 10 years going this way, and then out of nowhere, right after the Seabiscuit come, your shit just changed like a motherfucking NFL audible. Now when you press what is it, triangle? When you try to press triangle to make an audible or square to change the play, you can't even do it. You only can set a play that you got.
And what it show is that they sold out, because 70% of their ministry was their income. So
The thing is, now they got all these Gentiles, everybody that's not an Israelite, rooting for them. Yeah, you're right. Because we've been, because the Israelites been cutting shit for years. Now, what's happening is these people, we can get in. So now they gaining followers from that.
Right.
And they still get paid.
Because the people that the kingdom are those sorry ass niggas just like them.
Yeah.
They either ain't going nowhere near them. They got the Christian factions, all that shit. They ain't going nowhere.
With them.
People going with them. For the Yah Israelites. Oh my God. I Israelites. Those are the people going after them.
What I'm saying is, when I say cleaving to them, they sending them donations and shit. Yeah. Oh, you're right. You go against us, it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they get donations from all these other nations because they saying that they can get in. Man.
They was actually
basically,
they was
teaching
pleading
Christianity.
Yesterday, it's like they was pleading yesterday, like, please, because the whole the whole Black Hebrew Israelite people are coming up against us from the one west. But
You know?
if you could send your support to us and help us out because, you know, we don't want to be left alone, blah, blah, blah,
That's
blah.
the example.
Get outta
That's the
here, man.
example of the love of money is the root of all evil.
Absolutely.
And they doing this when it comes to the actual ministry, the truth. They playing a dangerous game. And the Lord had Hassan say, hey, what am I going to do if I'm teaching a lie? You teaching the scriptures so deep. You don't even know. You don't even know.
Lord bugged their ass out.
The Lord really is putting you right in display in front of the congregation. He prolonging your life. He could have been destroyed you, but he doing it even worse.
Just like the Heavenly Father allowed you to understand what you did know, you can take it away. Just like that, man.
Hey, he's spiritually walking their ass around in the wilderness.
Man,
That's
that's
what
a
he's doing
fact,
right
bro.
now.
That's a fact.
He's just walking their ass out in the wilderness.
Yeah.
You know?
He just driving around in his bed.
Right.
They
And then
just
this
walking
one,
around.
hey, people
That's
people
crazy.
get tired. They just go back. You know what? This shit. I'm gonna go back into the world.
Yeah.
Okay, we keep going around the wilderness. Keep going around the
It's in
wilderness.
a circle.
Right.
Or if they not going in a circle, they just standing there.
Yeah, just standing there.
Not even growing.
Yeah,
You're not even
yeah.
you're not
Staying
even a
in
tree.
school.
You're
Just
just
stagnant.
in dirt. And
What's
then
the
you know like when you
scripture
move the dirt around and you try to see if the plant is even growing a little bit and they ain't even growing, you put the dirt over again. You wait a week and the shit's still not budding. It rained all week. Then you look over, it's still not growing. That's you niggas, man.
Dang. Literally. though.
A degenerate plant, man.
Yep.
You got more there?
Yeah, there's one more. Verse 7 again says, the carnal mind is enmity against Yahawah, for not subject to the law of Yahawah, neither they can be. For then they that are in the flesh cannot please Yahawah.
Right.
For ye are
Wait,
not.
hold on. If they can't please Yahawah, this is why, well, brothers and sisters that's in the faith, you're not going to get pleased like what's being brought out. You're going to always be against what's being brought up because you are of the Spirit. This is why brothers is teaching it because we don't agree. The Lord haven't gave us that itch. Yo, man, these brothers is right. No, they off, man. Come on. You're not moving in the spirit of Yahawashi. You got to care for the sheep when you're teaching His word. James 3:1 in the NLT, it says that anybody that chooses to be a teacher, you're going to be judged strictly on what you've been teaching. Okay? You got it?
For ye are not in the flesh, but in the spirit.
See?
If so be that the spirit of Yahawah dwell in you, but if any man have not the spirit of a Mashiach, he is none of his.
Come on, man. If they had a spirit of Yahawashi, you got to know this doctrine is not of you. This doctrine is not of Apostle Tahar. They always mention, we got this from the power and the spirit of Yahawashi. Hold on, brothers, let's fast. The Cornelius, hold on, let's fast. Hey, Apostle Gabar, if you're wrong, let's just fast for a minute.
Yeah.
Others wasn't leaping on their own, man.
Yeah.
They investigated the scriptures. Everybody's supposed to be like the people of Berea. Here, reread.
But what did Yahawashi say? John chapter 8, verse 31. Then said Yahawashi to those Jews which believed on him, if ye continue in my words, then ye are my disciples indeed. At the end of the day. So listen, if you didn't continue, that means you weren't part of it. Right? You weren't in part of this thing, man.
Yeah.
I got something real quick. 2 Peter chapter 2, in verse 21, it says, where it has been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness,
All right.
than after they have known it, to turn from the holy commandments delivered unto them.
Yeah.
It says, but it has happened unto them according to the true proverb. But I was just going back on what Sam said. They just walking around in the wilderness.
Yeah.
They just walking. They don't even know. They done.
It was
You know, they have no vision. They have no no foundation.
Right.
You know, because it's better. You looking crazy. We see how crazy you really about to look. Because you had the truth, now you don't got it no more.
And
Man.
you get to a point.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
You say you
Next
walk
verse.
you
Yeah,
walk
yeah,
into
yeah.
the wilderness,
Huh.
so they walk around in a circle, and then they go, oh look, this is something new here.
Hold on. Let me just start on one verse up.
Oh, no, since you just mentioned Athenians, they always was looking for something new and wisdom, and that's these niggas.
Yeah, always looking for something new, man. I'm gonna start at a verse up. This 2 Peter 2:20. It says, "For if after they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the Lord Yahawashi Hamashiach, it says they are again entangled therein and overcome. It says the latter end is worse than them than the beginning."
Come on.
Worse.
What's
So
it?
like, so like imagine
12.
Imagine a dog on a long leash. He just running around in a circle around a pole. Eventually that it's gonna get tangled up.
Yeah.
And he ain't gonna be able to move no more. He gonna keep running till his ass gets stuck.
It's
man.
a terrible thing to fall into the hand of Yahawah Shem
Yeah,
Yahawashi,
right, it
man.
is,
yeah.
You didn't count the cost when you had this word. You playing around for your own gain, man.
Right.
It's plenty of scriptures to tell you not to do that shit, man. What was you reading about? What was you thinking about? You was not in the spirit of Yahawashi, man.
Yeah.
The Lord told us clearly, man. Who money is that? Whose face is on that fucking money, man? You know, give it to Caesar's when it's Caesar's, man.
Yeah.
The scriptures tell you to be content with what you have.
Yeah.
Wait on Yahawah Shem Yahawashi, man.
Yeah.
Don't fucking go after the gains of this world, because it's gonna pollute the word and choke you, man.
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck about this shit in this earth, man. We ready for a new kingdom. That's what our mind is geared towards, man.
But they're set up to be examples
Yeah.
for who not to be like, man.
Yeah.
Literally.
The Lord literally, like he shows you and gives you. Remember, the Lord manifests things, man. So he'll put up stuff just so you can see, like, yeah, oh, okay, that's,
Don't do
that's
that.
what that's talking
Yeah,
about.
right,
Oh,
damn.
you're a scoffer.
That's
okay.
good.
That's
So,
what
like,
the
so we are
scripture.
on the last days. Okay.
That's
Right,
scripture.
like y'all the example of Achan. In
Achan,
Joshua,
yeah.
In Joshua the
Yeah.
6th to 7th chapter,
We don't want to be our example.
yeah,
man.
you covet freaking Babylonian garments, which is that garment is spiritual, right? It's the pride, the lifestyle, right? 1 John chapter 2 verse 15 to 17. All the things that your eyes see, you know. Why don't you make a song? You know, GMS is mad. I've been riding a bit. You is a carnal nigga, man.
Damn.
To make a whole song on that, and you think these niggas care that you about a whole damn car, man?
A G-Wagon, though.
Yeah, everybody's always worried about the world on this side, man.
And that puts you, that literally puts you where his state of mind is at, though. All you care about is carnal things, man. The weapons of our warfare is not carnal, it's spiritual, man. So this is a spiritual battle. You focused on carnal G-Wagons and shit. You don't give a fuck about none of that, bro.
And it's okay to have these things, but how brothers is promoting it and then you mixing it in with the truth.
Yeah.
That car or the shit you do outside don't have nothing to do with this damn truth.
Hey, the
That's
Lord,
the
don't,
issue.
the Lord don't respect that, because now you putting the wrong vibration on the truth.
Yeah.
Now the people that's under you, they seeing what you doing, they gonna move how you're moving.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You're not promoting the word first. It's the truth over everything, man.
Period.
Oh, that-
Certain brothers got different jobs and occupations than other brothers, man.
Yeah.
And a brother might pull up in the Benz. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but he doing his work first, man.
Right. Yep.
You know, but these niggas is talking carnal, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Now we about to start.
we made this amount of money this year and this amount of money. Y'all just mad because y'all not. What are you talking about, bro?
And now you want to start a female ministry podcast
What?
for marriage and women in the truth. But it's just because you're trying to find avenues to still bring in money flow.
Everything is a money scheme.
That's all it is.
You're not ready for. You're not even teaching for the elect.
That's why Scripture said.
Yeah, more of that.
Yeah, now we get two more verses.
Yeah, this is why Scripture said in 1 John 2:15, love not the world.
Yeah.
Hear the things that are
In the world.
For if any man love the world, the love the Father.
Father's not in it.
Because they love the world, man. They
Yeah.
love the things of this life. They can't get away from it.
And that's why the Lord is exposing. This is why the Lord is putting in true colors out there, man. You know, to show the true followers, listen, these are not my men. I'm not dealing with these brothers, man.
Yeah, appreciate
The
it.
scriptures say your work shall be made manifest, right? You know, is it straw? Is it gold? Is it silver?
Yeah.
Right? What is it?
Yeah.
The Lord, it's
He's
going to
show
get
you,
manifest.
Yeah.
You're
He's
going
gonna show
see.
you what search you are.
Right.
You should
Right.
know them by their fruits.
Fruits. Yeah.
There you go.
Hold on.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
so,
so-
finish that.
I got one.
Hold on. I got two more verses. It says, 2 Peter chapter 2, in verse 21, it says, for it had been better for them not to have known the ways of righteousness,
Right.
than after they have known it, to turn from the holy commandments delivered unto them. It's better for y'all to not even have known the truth, man. You a damn 2/3 damn near. You might as well be.
You should have went back and been a pimp.
Because think about this. You knew when we was talking about, well, all hell break loose, this shit gonna be playing over in your mind. You gonna bug the fuck out.
Actually, it's worse.
You already bugged out.
You gonna bug out, man. You gonna bug out because you knew, about Jacob's trouble. You knew about the mark of the beast. You're not teaching it though.
Right.
So you're gonna stick your hand out and take it.
Well, technically, the Lord showed you. Gorilla went back. He did it right. He went right back to where, right back where his mind
Yeah.
was. Hey, Dickie, I think you need to go there. But the Lord is doing that. That's how you know how evil that is. Anybody that's using the truth for a demise on the
Yeah.
left hand side, You is a wicked. You
It's-
worse than
It's
Esau,
worse
man.
because now you coming up against not us. You coming up against
Yes,
Yahawah
Yahawah
Shem
Shem
Yahawashi,
Wait,
man.
what did he say in Acts, the 5th chapter, verse 33 down,
Yeah.
with Gamiel? If it's not of the Most High, it's going to come to naught.
Yeah.
That shit coming to naught, man.
You
Yo,
really-
the man said on Sakari podcast, man, I'm on my deathbed. I'm going to give you my will.
Yeah.
Where's Sakari at? And he signed them on their will. Now it's quiet. He signed you on his will. And where's Sakari at? Come on, man.
Salakia, the cold thing about this whole thing is that hey, you don't have to be a top Israelite or nothing to get your candlestick blown out.
Man.
You don't do the work,
Yeah.
your ass is gonna get blown out of here. Man.
Any Israelite, right?
Right.
Anybody.
Respecter of person.
Not a respected person.
Yeah.
Man.
Right.
Yeah.
And it,
This camp right here should be like 20, 25 deep.
See?
yeah. Yo, again, I'm gonna just re-emphasize. Brothers is just because when you come into ministry, you have to be able to have the eyes to see where the truth is. A lot of y'all think that this is a game. And y'all keep saying that it's different doctrines, it's different camps. It has to be. It's different companies, you know. But it's one company that's going to be teaching 100%
It's only
truth.
one true doctrine.
It's only
Yeah.
It's only one doctrine.
And this is not about us. We can't boast on it. We just have to call a spade a spade. And if the Lord is with you, he's going to draw you to that direction. We're not getting popular. If you listen to us, we're not getting fame. None of that.
Right.
It's all on Yahawah Shem Shai, but we would be wrong if we would say, oh, no, them brothers not wrong. We just don't agree. No, we getting on them. They freaking wrong, man.
It's going to tell you to correct and rebuke.
Yeah.
Exactly, man.
And do it in front of the midst of the congregation so the fear of the Lord can be upon them.
Yeah.
Because if you teach anything wrong, man, you got to answer to the Lord, man. Matthew 7:23. I don't know you.
One more verse. 2 Peter 2:22. It says, but it has happened unto them, according to the true proverb, the dog is turned to his own vomit again,
Right. Yeah.
and the soul that was washed to her wallowing in the mirror.
Well, yeah. Hey, but that's the thing. So they walked around in the wilderness. They walking around in a circle. They found some body. Oh, look at this. This is some food here.
It's good
It's the same vomit that they ate earlier. You know, the same vomit that they ate before they came in the truth.
Now you're worse than
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
Way worse than
Yeah.
before.
That works.
Sitting
They've
there,
been sitting there
drying
for
out.
10
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
You can't even get no moisture.
Oh,
Yo,
man.
Matthew
Oh,
12,
Lord,
verse
man.
43 to 45, he
Horrible.
says that you were, that seven more spirits, and it wasn't only the man. He used
Yeah.
the man as symbolic to the nation of Israel. The whole nation of Israel got 7 more spirits. This is why Jake is worse than what they was back then. What did it say? He said we're worse than our fathers, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Scripture
Going
got
way back.
everything covered, bro.
Literally.
Everything covered.
So who had the precepts before you
have-
led
I
Bashar?
have one. Just
Dave,
one.
you have one too?
He's holding Matthew 17.
Oh, okay, yeah. We got to get Deuteronomy 34.
I still got. You want me to get that? Or
No,
I got-
you-
Okay,
let's
I had
get-
a
let's
quick
get
precept. Just
everybody
literally,
else's
literally
precept
just laying back enough the brother.
Because we're going still back to Moses.
This is 2 Timothy 3:13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. That's exactly what these guys is doing, man. They're waxing worse and worse. Okay, their state of them is worse than what it was before. Okay, they're deceiving more and just being deceived, deceiving people and deceiving themselves with their own diabolical
If you look up the
madness.
word seduce, it goes into imposters. You know,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
imposters.
They're that.
And that's what they have to do. And they got to be the best at it. You know, some Jake like to see Jake get deep. Oh, that brother getting real deep.
Yeah.
Some Jake like it. Guess what? They were fit for their lot to get in there, to get their little Brady bunch.
Yeah, because Job said that the seed and the deceiver are his.
It's his.
Yeah. Come on. Belong to the Lord.
Yeah.
But you got it. Before we go talk to you.
This is Matthew chapter 15. I'm going to start at verse 8. Slakia, verse 7. Ye hypocrites, well did Isaiah prophesy of you. This people draw nigh unto me with their mouth, and honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me.
Yep.
You know, they're not really in the doctrine. You know, but in vain they do worship me, but teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. And he called the multitude and said unto him, hear and understand. Let me fast forward down. Let me read verse 11. Not that which goeth into the mouth doth defile a man, but which cometh out of the mouth,
Right.
this defileth the man.
Right.
You know, so they basically just playing themselves. But let me fast forward down. The Lord's gonna break down.
Let me just be more honest. Them niggas is defiled, man. The stuff that's coming out, they're basically unclean. We can't mix the things that are clean with unclean, man.
Right.
So stay away from them. Just like Pastor Hasham said about Christians, you got to stay away from, unless you're doing a video on them, stay away from them, man.
That's Titus, right? That Titus 1. Mark them.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you got a Romans 16, 17, man. You know, y'all been marked. Y'all got a spiritual mark on your head. And we telling you through the Spirit, stay away from them by talking about learning. Don't learn nothing from them, man, at all. Now, it is dope that brothers is saying you're Hebrew Israelites, but you don't want that to be, you want the volume of the book. You want the volume of the understanding.
Yeah.
Like if the brother read later on, St. John 5 and 39, the NLT, all things supposed to lead us to Yahawashi. Brothers got to get back to boasting in Yahawashi, man, because we need to know what spirit brothers is dealing with, you know? Bring out prophecy. Most of these congregations we talking about is not bringing it out. It's all a debate or a show or law, you know?
Well, what does that mean, though? Right? If they're not bringing out prophecy, they're not the men of the Lord. So, yes, they're not in the spirit of Yahweh. Right. At the end of the day. All right, a quick one.
That's why they call on Lucky. That's why they call on Christ and Most High and
All these other
names.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they're not in the spirit of Yahweh.
And that's what Yahawashi was saying right here.
And even in Revelations 2, Yahawashi said it himself. He said, hey, you better turn back to your first love, or I'm gonna spew my name out of your mouth. He said, what's up with the net, you know, butcher.
Verse 11.
But ultimately, man, you know, the true men of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi, they're gonna be in the spirit of Yahawashi. They're not gonna get rid of that. So we calling on the names. We emphasize on the names.
Right.
You know, we're not in the spirit of, you know, calling on Christ. We don't care if you come up here and you don't know the true name. We still gonna say the true names. We're gonna tell you what it means.
Right.
But we emphasize the names, man, because the spirit of the Lord is in us.
That's why.
So you're ditching your power when you do.
Yeah.
No? So you're trying to get down lower level. No? A lower spiritual level to get to some nigga. Now, fuck all that.
Verse 11. Not that which goeth into the mouth defileth the man, but that which cometh out of the mouth, this defileth the man. Then came his disciples and said unto him, knowest thou the Pharisees were offended after they heard this saying? This is the point. But he answered and said, every plant which my heavenly Father hath not planted shall be rooted up. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind, and if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. You know, so that was the point.
That's the T. That's what they is.
And so we further warning you of what Yahawashi warned you of. Leave them alone.
Yeah, they're blind teachers.
Yeah.
We call them the blind. They're called the BPs, the blind prophets. Yeah, okay.
And the Lord set them up to do that.
Yeah.
Because what? It was so that blindness would happen. You know, at the end of the day.
Well, I can't see it.
Need deceivers. The Lord said the seed and the deceiver are his. So you gotta need deceivers out there. You need false prophets.
Yeah.
Gotta make.
Yeah. Go ahead. No. I want everybody to make sure they get their preaching before we go back.
Okay, just to land back with what the brother Yahweh was just saying, said that the true men of the Lord will be coming in the spirit of Yahweh Shem prophesying, telling you what's coming down the pipe before it's down the pipe. All these other camps is not doing that. They have strayed away from that. I just wanted to kind of land back off that. Jeremiah 28 and 8, the prophets that have been before me.
Start at 7, please.
Okay, Jeremiah 28 and 7 through 8, and it reads, nevertheless, hear thou now this word, I speak in thine ears, and in the ears of all the people. The prophets that have been before me, and before thee of old, prophesied both against many countries, and against great kingdoms, of war, and of evil, and of pestilence.
Right. And speaking of somebody butchering a doctrine, that would be evil. And we're speaking on that. You know, we're not just lovey-dovey prophets. We're doomsday prophets. We're judgment prophets, man. We're going to speak on the judgment of the Lord. We end-time prophets. We speak on everything good and ugly. The Lord told John, eat of that roll, that scroll.
Yeah.
It's bitter and sweet. We give you the bitter and the sweet, man.
Yeah.
Because we're anticipating those to happen too.
Yes.
We're in the spirit of this place going down tomorrow. I say it all the time, man. You know, we want this place to go down.
Yeah.
So ultimately, that it's not of us. The Lord is wired us like this, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's a spiritual thing, man.
Absolutely.
You know, we don't like being here. We're disgusted at this place, man. You know, we don't see how you normal people see. You know, we at work, man. We see it in a spiritual way. Like, damn, man, we getting our asses whooped here, man.
Totally.
You know what? Who still wants to be, you know, a slave in Babylon the Great?
You know what we doing?
You know?
We walking around like Neo out of the Matrix, and we see how all this shit is bullshit. That's what we're seriously seeing all the bullshit that's around us. We see the fucking, you know, like in on the Matrix, they had the machines collecting the bodies and doing all the shit. We see all that crazy shit, man. Through the spirit, we can see all that, man. That's why I say we are not ignorant to the righteous, man.
Wow.
We see the tactics that they're doing.
Yo, before,
He's got verse 10.
before you read that, because it was a point you said, let's get this in verse, in the NLT. Acts 1:6.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 1, and verse 6. It says, this NLT. So when the apostles were with Yahawashi, they kept asking him, Lord, has the time come for you to free Israel and restore our kingdom? Woo! And he replied, the Father alone has the authority to set those dates and times.
Right, so look, wait, I'm sorry. We try to be freaking freed, man. We got our mind on being freed and being restored.
These are the Lord's apostles, man. You see, these are the disciples. And they back here there in that same spirit, man, ready to get the fuck out of here, man.
Right.
Nobody talking about building baby Jerusalem in Babylon the Great.
Right.
You know, in this defiled ass land.
In the end,
Our blood is under this fucking dirt, man. What the fuck we want to build here for, man?
Covered in concrete.
Yeah.
literally covered in concrete.
Literally.
In the endless,
Listen, so like, what is it? Like a tomb, right? You put like a cement over a tomb.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, the blood is here, and they just cover this shit over with cement. Man.
Hey, look. When you listen, I know one of y'all got to have my body aching over here. We walking on this shit is not it, man.
Right.
You know, you walk out, you step outside, your body start hurting and shit.
As soon as we go to work, our feet get active of hurting. When I'm at home, I'm good.
You breathing in all this shit, and it's making you sick. You
Got mucus.
Listen, when you become knowledgeable, you become more aware. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
See, and and that's how you know the Spirit of the Lord is on us, man.
Yeah.
It's in all phases, man. This shit is over with, man.
Yeah.
Nobody want to build here.
Right. All. And that's the mindset of Israel being freed and restored. The other nations was never saying this in history. Can we be freed and restored? Restored to what and who?
Yeah.
This is the mindset of Jake. Why would Jake want money or think about building some shit over here? You're supposed to be thinking of the kingdom, man. Living forever, never dying. What does that look like?
That's the mindset of the tabernacle of David.
Yeah.
You know, because these other ones, and they could care less.
Yeah.
They say they want to continue to build in this place. They want to continue to live and thrive in this place, man.
And you want to find everybody that fell out the damn truth. The main one is the son of perdition, Judas Iscariot, who fully betrayed Yahawashi.
Right.
You're trying to butcher the whole doctrine, man.
Yeah.
This whore over here, she helped us spy, and she didn't snitch. She's gonna have salvation. Man, that was just a point just for her to be preserved, for not being destroyed. That's it.
You know, and especially, bro, these other camps is literally trying to prolong the Gentiles' time. Okay, because pursuant to the book of Luke 21st chapter, man, okay, we are almost at the time where the Gentiles' time is being fulfilled. By them coming in with these falsified doctrines, they're trying to prolong that. They're trying to prolong their time of being in rulership and having all their inheritances on their side, man.
They said we're looking for the hastening into the coming of the day of the Lord, man.
Yeah, man.
That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get out of here.
Yeah.
So there's nothing here for us, man. It's just the devil's vixen.
Hey, because I be at the plantation like I'm ready to go. I be at home like shit, I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Either way, if I'm at home, if I'm at the plantation, I'm ready to get the hell up out of here, man. For real.
Verse 7, it says, he replied, the Father alone has the authority to set those dates and times, and they are not for you to know. But you will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes unto you.
Yes.
And you will be my witnesses.
I love it.
Wait.
Hold on. That's what I see right now.
I love it.
Hold
Yeah.
on. The first spiritual power, when you go to the next chapter and all the way to the fourth chapter, it's the spirit of prophesying, teaching boldly.
Yeah.
When you read the fourth chapter, Peter asking the Lord, please allow us to teach your word boldly. That's a spiritual power. That's the first one. Most of you, Jake, don't even know. This is spiritual power, man.
Hold on. He told Paul, speak boldly, don't hold back.
Come
man.
on.
Because I got work for you to do, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't listen. Don't hold back nothing. You go out there, bro.
The Lord's witnesses, the southern and northern kingdom.
Yep.
You know, so back then it was more, it was the Jews. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the northern kingdom had to get woken back up, man. And the scattered Israelites, man.
Yep.
Now today, the elect is here, man.
Yeah.
The Lord's two witnesses is prophesying, man.
Come on,
So this is how you know, this is how we decipher the end. This is it.
Yeah. This is
You
the
know,
end of
this
an
is
era.
it.
This is the
Yeah.
end of an era. Okay.
It says, when you will receive power when the Rakakwadash
Yes.
comes upon you.
Ephesians 1:4-14.
And you will be my witnesses telling people about me everywhere.
Everywhere.
Come on now.
In Jerusalem, throughout Judea, and Samaria, to the end of
Hold
the
on a second.
earth.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second, bro. Go back to
Love it.
and telling me about people everywhere.
It says, and you will be my witnesses telling people about me everywhere.
Hold on, but you got some of these camps that say we don't know the names.
Right.
How can you tell somebody about somebody if you don't even know who they are?
Hey,
What's going on, man?
and how is it? How is this truth going everywhere? Now we know we everywhere preaching, but the knowledge,
And he made it simple.
knowledge has increased, man.
He made it simple for us.
Chapter.
All of us damn near heard this truth on the internet.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
And he know all Jake don't got that much money to travel every freaking
Come
day.
on,
every
man.
week
Yeah.
on
Hold
the
on, hold on.
airplane.
How does this work? Hey, this is this is you know,
is your guy.
and he's gonna do some stuff for us.
Yeah.
What? How do you do that?
That don't even make
You know what
sense.
I'm saying? That's crazy work, man.
That's mad.
It had to be a name on it because when somebody send you with a message, who was the message from? You had to say who the message was
Yeah.
from.
And Yahawashi said, I proclaim your name unto them, which you've given me.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
So-
Yep.
You go to St. John 5:43. Yahawashi said, I come in the name of my Father.
Right. Yeah. I made my.
How do you come in the name of the Father? When you say Yahawah and you say Yahawashi, you have to say the Father's name to say the Son's name.
Baruch second chapter.
Hold on, yeah,
Baruch
yeah,
second chapter.
yeah,
But in the
yeah,
land,
yeah.
but in the land of their captivities, they'll show praise me and think upon my name.
on.
How we gonna if we don't
on the
have the name? How we gonna praise him and think upon his name? Okay, so the Lord tells us that there won't be a remnant on the
Hold
earth
on,
that
hold
has
on.
his name.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
This is talking about now, right
IUIC, in that verse, you're not going to be thinking upon his name.
Baruch is talking about
No,
now,
hold on. No, Baruch is not saying you're going to be thinking of his name. You're going to be thinking of his commandments. yo, you know how
Oh my
IUIC,
God, bro.
like that verse, IUIC, he said you're going to be thinking of his name in captivity.
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah.
IUIC, you're going to be thinking of his commandments.
That's magic.
That
Yeah, I was
name
about
is
to
his
say,
commandments.
you took it right out my mouth. I was about to say, they talking about the commandments, the laws, the statutes, and that.
That's his name.
But the name of the
Don't-
Lord is the commandment.
Yeah, come on, man. It's all together, man. Once you understand the names,
Bible, the book.
come on, man. It says, we're gonna start it again. It says, and you will be my witnesses, telling people about me everywhere in Judea,
Yes.
throughout Jerusalem, throughout Judea, in Samaria,
Yep.
to the ends of the earth. When you read in the KJV, it says the uttermost parts of the earth, which is right now where we at.
Yeah, the apostles
yep.
never taught in
Right here.
the innermost part of earth. Even the northern kingdom, when they came over and got settled, they thought they was going to do the statues.
Yeah.
They went and left. That's
Oh,
why
yeah.
you see the Aztecs, all the stuff that they was doing, that just came back from all the other captivities they learned shit from.
Hey, this is great.
This is spiritual power right here,
Yeah,
man.
And it really is,
Yeah,
though.
this is great.
This is
Yeah.
spiritual power right here that
Yeah.
we're doing here on
Yeah.
the outermost part of the earth.
Yeah.
The place of conquest.
Hey, look, who exposing Esau, Edom, and they get locked up like how we got?
Come on.
Uh-huh.
We exposing his every move.
Wow.
His every move, bro.
And people have died for saying less.
Yeah.
So you know when the Spirit of the Lord
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
protecting us,
Yeah.
man. People have literally died and lost their lives for
Message.
Message. Yo, this happened every time when
the
the
ambulance
ambulance
chimed in. When the ambulance chimed in.
Yo, well, look, cousin, what he just said. How is it people going against the industry and they die?
Yeah.
Michael, Like Michael was teaching everybody to own your publishing. Oh, come on. See, we got to get back to Moses there. How Michael, he was owning everybody's publishing, and that was the key. Because if the owners own your publishing, they got patent on all your stuff. Any commercial, any YouTube video, anybody playing your stuff, they get paid from it.
Right.
So he told about the industry, they killed them. Us, we speaking about Yahawah, the greatest lie on the earth.
And you know,
as soon as you say COVID, your shit get flagged. But let some other person say it. The channel stay up, man.
Yo, you know what's so cold? This is off static, but this was just to happen right here. Remember how we used to get pissed off every time we be teaching and the things would come?
Yeah.
Now we understand. Now we understand. We understand it now. Every time, bro. Every time when something come up, you hear it, bro.
The ambulance
That's
and the staff and the snake on.
Right.
When you look at it, you know.
Remember what Moses said? Moses said, if you
John
look at it,
3:16 for you wacky tackle Christians.
What'd you say?
It's the staff of Caduceus, are known as Asclepius, which was a fucking Chaldean witch doctor. Which was
a healer, right?
Folklore carried down from the Greeks too.
Period.
Go back to that
And that's the symbol for every fucking hospital.
And it is. Yeah, and it is.
that's how you know the elites, they pay a lot of scholars to study a lot of shit. That you can't think just things is just random. Like y'all see the video in the chat I put about the Jetsons? The predictive programming, everything we have now, the Apple Watch, you could screen, and they've been doing it when I was a little kid. They was throwing it right in our face.
Right.
That, and, sidebar, all you kids thinking the crime is not real, you was a big, GMS was right. GMS was right. They've been promoted right in your face. GMS was right the whole time.
It's undeniable.
Yeah, how can you see it?
It's undeniable, man.
All you gotta say is, oh shit,
GMS was right.
Yeah, that's right. And you know, these camps came to the realization that we are right, that GMS is right, but they're so prideful. Jake is so full of pride and puffed up with pride. They can't bring themselves to saying that GMS is right and correcting themselves.
Hey, did y'all hear?
Because they still can go to the store, they still can kick their feet up, go to their school.
Yeah, make pancakes in the morning and
Wait till shit pop off. You know, they're gonna be like, yo, it's gonna be a different outlook, man.
Hey,
there'd be a pitiful case there.
and I wanted to mention this. You got Elon Musk saying that his Neuralink is gonna bring forth like godlike powers.
Yeah, it's gonna be real intriguing.
Or I've seen he said Jesus like powers.
Yeah.
You know, which showing him he's trying to be like the Most High. You know, and that's prophesied in the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter. Right before you get to the 16th verse.
That's Isaiah 14.
Even the scriptures say his tongue is going his tongue or his words are going to fall on himself.
Right.
For Esau speaking about digital, he's just showing you that this is the end of an era. That his kingdom came to us being digital. He's telling you it's over. By him saying we going digital, it's him telling you it's over. Yeah. Revelation 13 in your face, even if it's not implemented. Him talking about digital is saying his kingdom is over without saying it, baby. Whoa! It's the end of an era. It's the end of an era.
Yeah. Rome 2.0.
It says Acts 1:9. It says NLT. It says after saying this, he was taken up in a cloud.
Yes.
While they were watching, and they could no longer see him. Woo. As they strained to see him rising unto heaven. Now, when you think about this, we know that this is the Lord going up into a chariot.
You know that.
Yeah. You got these Israelites. Did y'all notice that Esau was pushing a UFO vibration in the last couple weeks?
Yeah.
And it's crazy that, one body start speaking about, they start going against the chariot, man. Yeah, it was the spirit. It's like, it's like they set them up to do that, man.
Left his side,
You know?
Wrestle not against flesh and blood.
And we recording them, we seen them. We like, yo, they disappear right in front of our faces, bro.
We've seen them.
We've seen them.
Absolutely.
Plenty of times, bro.
Absolutely.
We've seen them
And
see us
that-
setting up the narrative.
Yeah. So really, so a lot of the camps really are set up to go against this truth, bro. You know?
They always do that, though.
But Yahawashi went up in the cloud, man.
Yeah.
You know, and it says, as they strained to see him rising into heaven, two white-robed men suddenly stood amongst them. It says, men of Galilee, they said, why are you standing here staring into heaven? Yahawashi have been taken from you into heaven. But someday he will return from heaven in the same way you saw him go.
Damn.
So the
Hold
Lord,
on.
woo!
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Because
so-
guess
go
what?
ahead,
What does Scripture say? Is that Luke 21?
Yeah.
When you shall
Look
see
up.
all these signs and wonders,
Yeah,
look up.
yeah, look
Your
up. Yeah, yeah,
salvation
yeah.
draws nigh, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Was it with Solomon the
Continue to
fifth
look
chapter?
up, man. Always. Jacob had his head down for so long,
Yeah.
looking at the ground, kicking rocks and shit.
Right.
That's kind of look up, man.
Yeah.
But when you go to Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 2, the reason why it's gonna be strange is because for our modern time, we ain't never seen it.
Like it, yeah.
In the ancient world, it was normal. When the Lord told David, "Hey, don't go ahead until you hear marches of an army over the mulberry tree," it was normal.
It was.
It was a normal thing.
What
But in
was
our
that?
time, it's a phenomenon.
Yeah, what was that? What? That was a cloaked
Yeah.
UFO, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a cloaked UFO grazing against the brushing on the top of the trees.
It
man.
came down low.
You know?
Wow.
They made that song swing low, sweet chariot.
Yeah.
But you're right. That was an ancient thing, but nowadays it's considered a phenomenon because wickedness has proceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Yeah.
So the Lord kind of like turned that down a little bit.
Yeah.
He turned the divine visualizations down on the earth.
But it said in Jeremiah, be not what did it say? Be not amazed, about the
things in the sky.
signs in heaven.
Like when
you
they
know?
see shooting stars and all that other stuff.
Be not dismayed.
And then another thing, you see Habakkuk get pulled from where he was at by his hair to take all the way to Daniel in the lion's den to give him food. When you can imagine his story, think, I went to go get food to Daniel, I didn't even know where he was at. The Lord came and grabbed me, he was soaring through the sky.
Transported, right?
Yeah, you gotta imagine how that conversation was. But it wasn't a shock, it was normal. For us, it's gonna be strange.
This is Revelation.
Wait, you got that Deuteronomy?
I do.
28?
I got it.
Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 13. I'm going to start at verse 13. And he showed great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven, talking about those missiles, on the earth in the sight of men. Verse 14. Verse 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. That's going into, the MOTB.
Technology.
To the B. By the means, and that's exactly what we see on the news with this guy Elon talking about his ship is going to be
Making them like the Most High.
it's going
God-like powers.
It's God-like powers, which is tying into making them like the Most High. Means, and verse 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by the sword and did live. It's going into Rome 2.0.
Yeah, the revival of Rome.
Absolutely. So this is going into
Global dominance.
the MOTB. But when you go into the next chapter, Revelation, the 14th chapter, the 9th verse on down, those that get deceived by these miracles and allow themselves to receive that
MOTB.
that mark, the MOTB, are gonna be destroyed.
Yeah.
Okay, when the Lord come back.
Yeah. You can't repent from that.
Yeah, ain't
Once
no
you get chipped up, that's it for you.
ain't no coming back from it.
Yeah.
Read what you say.
This is Elon talking about how that shit got to bring about Jesus level miracle. And he's right. No, it isn't.
Yeah, you know what? But that,
Bring about some miracles. Miracles on the left hand side.
and that's these Edomites trying to usher Jake out of his blessings, though. He's trying to establish the birthright
trying to
all
upset
over
prophecy.
again. He's trying to usher out the Israelites from getting their promises that was promised on to them. Okay, because they sold their birthright for one morsel of meat. And he cried and saw it carefully with tears once he realized the significance of it. So now by him doing these weird, strange, wicked wonders, okay, and trying to make these technology things like God-like powers, that is how
He's trying to upset prophecy.
yeah, he's trying to offset prophecy because the spiritual power, God-like powers, is promised to you Israelites, man. The elect anyway, of Jacob.
verse
His
16.
is artificial.
And he causeth, that's why it's called artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Since we're talking about the Neuralink where it mentions your forehead.
We want you to go
Okay.
back to servitude, and more in a global control thing like Nimrod and King Antiochus. That spirit is here now, but they're using the miracle devices that the Lord had given them on the left-hand side
Right.
to control the masses.
Because the knowledge has been increased.
Yeah.
They didn't have that knowledge back then.
Yeah, they did. But the Lord preserved this for Esau's last rule. That's why I'm not gonna lie, Esau going out with a damn bang, man.
He is.
He's going out with a bang. He's getting a bang for his buck. And the Lord allowed it because the Lord is about to have a good time destroying their empire. That's why he's allowing them to make all these electric, a robot dog. He's allowing them because soon as if you get that thing to come out, the Lord is gonna tap them in the Lord. We're gonna be breaking them things down like the dude off of X-Men, Magneto, and you just breaking it piece by piece.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, how did he do it? We believe that over here.
Yeah.
Hey, it might not even happen like that. Brothers might just fly through it. I don't know. But whatever they building on that side, the Lord is building up an exceeding great army.
When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Lord shall lift up a stand against them.
Yeah. And it wouldn't even matter if you 6'5", 4". It don't even matter. The men of the Lord will be doing some things.
And that's what we waiting on. And we believe in that, man.
Wait, hold on. I'm like Captain Zahn. I'm not waiting.
Oh, man.
And when you go into this word mark, it means karagma,
Yeah.
which means an insertion, meaning they want to put something within your skin, within your body. This is how we know it's talking about the biometric micro C hit, right? Or the neural link. Okay?
It's a lot here. If you go into that, the root word.
The root word karagma is karak.
Yeah. And it's like a pail or a steak. When you look at what like a steak is,
Here, show it.
you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
That's a piercing instrument. Okay?
Golly.
And the root word for karagma is karaks,
Right.
which shows you, which furthermore shows you, they want to use a piercing instrument to inject that device within you.
Yeah, it says thing prick too. Let me say that. Thing prick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you go to stigma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know, puncture, yeah.
And when you have like a pail or a steak, you drive it into the ground.
Yeah.
Right.
Pierce it into the ground.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a physical action.
Right.
That's not a spiritual action.
You got diabetes, you poke.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah, you gotta-
prick.
you gotta-
1, 2, 3.
Right, in your hand.
You taking the little vacuum, prick. But through the Spirit, John is seeing it. This is what a lot of y'all don't. He's seeing this in Revelation 13. He's
Right.
seeing it be implemented,
Right.
and he's seeing people take it.
Yeah,
That's why verse chapter 14, he's seeing those that take it. How is this man gonna talk about if you take it, this was gonna happen? Because
Hey.
he's seeing it.
And John is not seeing, you know, an Israelite man walking around with a white woman like, yeah, I gotta pay for my groceries. Here's my white woman. You know what I'm saying? That's not what he's seeing, man.
Right. Okay.
And look how the branding, the mark branding is almost symbolic to all the other brandings. In slavery, if you ran away, they will brand you. If you was a fine Israelite woman and they was smacking, they was stuffing your cheeks, they will brand your face so that if you ran away, they knew who you belonged to. That was a different branding. This branding is for you to buy and sell.
Absolutely.
What is Esau's main thing? Buying and selling.
Yeah.
Commerce.
Hey, you just look at the society that they're building. I mean, they want to start putting fucking mini data centers in people's houses.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Like how you see the 5G towers up
Yeah.
in your box. That's what they want to do. They want to put data centers every few blocks.
And the radiation that's pulled from that.
Yeah.
You got the one data center that's pulling 33 atomic bombs of radiation.
Yeah.
That shit not good for our body.
It's fucking everybody up around that. And those anybody living in the circumference of those databases, they're complaining. They're coming down with sicknesses and deliriousness and
There's a sound that it generates.
And it takes
Water.
for all of this AI, they soaking up all the water and they trying to take the water from you.
Yeah.
This is how important the AI is to them, man.
wow.
They about to starve you from water to feed the AI.
That's
What are you gonna buy or sell? You're gonna buy or sell the products and services that the robots that replaced your ass at your old job are producing.
And we most likely gonna buy it anyway.
Wow.
But
But
yo,
these guys can't get it.
but that show you how wicked and dangerous AI is. If it's taking the shit that you already paying for fucking water, and it's getting taken from you freely. But for you to have AI, you got to get all this energy from the free earth. That's why it's not good. That shit is not good at all, man.
At all.
It's all a part of their plan to get them to have you relying on them. You know, like just imagine all the water is decontaminated because of these what they call it?
Microplastics and stuff.
No, the big old fact, the internet data centers. And now you gotta rely on them to buy and sell water and stuff. Verse 16, and he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
He's not gonna ask. He's gonna. This is gonna be mandatory. He's not asking. Somebody came out and said that the sea biscuit.
You're gonna have to act. You're gonna have to willingly take it.
Right. He said the sea biscuit was an experiment to see for them to implement it and to see how people would move. So with this MOTB, it's gonna be way different than the sea biscuit, because now this is the end game. They got to do it right.
Yeah, and pursuant to the book of Zechariah 11th chapter, our shepherd's pity is not. So you can best believe that all these celebrities, these people who may look like you Jakes out there, put them in power, they're going to be pushing that. They're going to be promoting it.
They're gonna give them a deal. I give you 15 million. Look, I give you $1 billion.
Yeah.
I give you, you almost had $1 billion. Look, I give you $1 billion.
Your
Just
favorite
promote it.
celebrities, your favorite celebrity, your Megan Thee Stallions, Ice Spices, okay, all these people who you worship is going to be promoting this thing, man, and pushing it down your throat.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
You gotta
so
make
basically
that
going to be an outcast if, this is how they're going to set up their NWO.
They show.
To outcast you if you don't take that device.
That's it.
But we just read, we just got into the repercussions spoken about in Revelation, the 14th chapter, 9th verse on down. So you know, if you don't want to be destroyed by the Lord, you're gonna have to resist it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And it also goes to show you that it's not sin either. Because only we all go on. Because during that time, how the hell are we not going to sin? It's literally impossible.
Right.
So there's down the case of sin just a mark of the beast, and we're all screwed. And we're all done for, man. But during that, that's why you literally need to present that shit. You got to present something physically in order to buy and sell, man. They can't read your mind or your thoughts. No, you need to literally show them something, show them some proof that you're with this system, man.
That's absolutely madness, man. How, that they can say that the MOTB is sin when we've all, like you just said, we've all transgressed the law. This is why we over here in this part of the world in the first place. Okay, but we still can buy and sell. So obviously it's not that. Obviously it's not sin.
And we're all screwed too.
Yeah.
You can't pretend that either, man.
That means we all marked up already, though.
And Salaki, the thing is, if you trust in this, you trust in this spot where you got everything is closing down. Everything that you knew, about this great place is all closing the fuck down, man. Right? So what do you think? So when you go get that chip, what do you think you're gonna go get? You think you're gonna be able to go to goddamn Popeyes and get the chicken sandwich? You think you're gonna be able to go and get whatever you want? No, man. You're gonna get whatever they allow you to get, man.
Yeah.
Right? And you fell for the okie doke, man.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because we about to get close to getting closed out. I just want to kill that Moses thing, but I want to get say with the MOTV thing. We can get that, but let's just get this. I want to close out with us going in the MOTV. Okay. The end time.
So I got a
the
point
end of the air.
Okay.
But we just want to get this real quick.
Deuteronomy.
The other precepts, but this one right here should close the Moses thing real quick.
Okay.
When we started at verse 24. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 24.
Oh, it looks like you want to do that.
I did, but because of the time frame, I got a whole lot of precepts.
Okay, what you want out of Hebrews on?
Hebrews 11, verse 24. Real quick, and we'll just end that one with Moses.
Okay. Hebrews 11, chapter 20. Hebrews 11, verse 24, and it reads, "By faith Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season.
Right, Moses is the example mixed with those that have faith. So if he fell off the truth, when you go into Sirach 1 and 14, it says that the faithful, those that the faithful in the womb, they were molded with the fear of the Lord. Moses was faithful out of the whole church. He was a supporter of Yahawashi. So Moses did not fall off the truth if he was faithful unto the Lord. He just made a mistake like we all, the brother just said, we all sinned. We all sinned. Moses did, and he got his judgment. End of case. Moses is in the truth.
He definitely in the truth.
Right? Because the truth is the word, and you walk it. He made a mistake, but he was walking it. Okay,
Come on, man. A just man falling 7 times, but he get up.
Right.
Come on, man. Moses made one mistake, so he followed the truth because he made one mistake.
Heavenly Father used a man to bring his law, statutes, and commandments down there. And he fell out the truth afterwards.
Okay.
That didn't make no damn sense.
None.
Then Yahawashi was Adam, fell off because of a woman.
Yeah.
Yahawashi was Solomon, fell because of a woman, and came back as himself.
Come on now.
And didn't commit no sin. And he had a part 2. The Lord shows us who was it. Judas Iscariot is the best example.
When they say fall out the truth, what they mean? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like,
The same as John the Baptist.
what does he mean? Like, he stopped believing him?
No,
Or he went off?
It literally said he quit. They gave him to quit.
Wow.
Where is
Basically, they
that?
said he fell out the truth. He just went away.
Wow.
Started doing his own thing. That's not true, bro.
Right.
Because he was too drunk for that.
But that one, look, he even prophesied the things of the future. Yo, when you go into Leviticus, Moses said, "After I die, they gonna even do even worse." Moses seen it of what we was gonna do even later when he died. But this man fell out the truth because he quit. Man, get the hell out of here. And I'm definitely gonna do a part 2. But let's go to this Sirach 10 and 4.
The book of Sirach, chapter 10, and verse 4. It says, the power of the earth is in the hand of Yahawah. Woo! And in due time, he will set over one that is profitable.
Right, let's go to Isaiah 32 and 1. Right, that profitable king is Yahawashi. The best thing about this kingdom will never be removed. And Yahawashi is not going to meet none of us as a man. He going to come in power to show you nations you can't fuck with Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi.
Isaiah 32. Yeah, okay. You got it on?
No, you got it. Go
Okay,
ahead.
okay.
Get in there.
Isaiah 32 and 1, and behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind.
You gotta go back to 1 again.
Okay,
Let me hear that 1 again.
Okay. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness.
No, only Yahawashi. Solomon is the only king, outside of David, that ruled in righteousness for 40 years. 40 spiritually means new beginning. Solomon was just a foreshadow of Yahawashi. Yahawashi is going to have an endless. What is Yahawashi? The king of Solomon. He is the king of peace. So he's going to bring real righteousness on the earth. Esau bringing out freaking scriptures. Not one day in your life have you ever brought righteousness. Right? Keep going.
And throne of David.
Uh-huh.
Right, which was Moses.
Uh-huh.
Wow. What are we talking about?
I like that.
And princes, wow. And princes shall rule in judgment.
Right, we gonna rule in judgment because guess what? These men are gonna be like Yahawashi because Yahawashi is gonna change their veiled body into his glorious body. Because in order for us to rule, we need the spirit of wisdom. Jake, you're gonna be embodied with the spirit of Yahawashi where you're gonna naturally know how to rule. Jake gonna be ruling 10 cities, 5 cities, 2 cities, and it's gonna be all by the Rakah doctrine. Huh?
Yeah.
Hebrew Israelites, man.
Yeah.
Yup. Gotta repent. Yo, the Lord about to visit the earth, man. Huh? No, it's Yahawah and Yahawashi.
Yahawah, there we go.
Yup, you get it. Where we at? Where you at?
First Ezra chapter 1 and verse 3. It says, and he spake unto the Levites.
Hold on. Sound good.
Sound
good.
With their mouths, you know,
Yeah.
but with their heart,
Far from it.
My people have a zeal of knowledge, but not
Not
a
according to the
zeal,
Most
not
High.
according to the
And
Lord.
again, we here for the sheep, real sheep. Even though they stop, they gonna come and listen like the people of Berea. You gotta take the road.
Salakia, that's gonna play over in their head when shit get real out here.
Where are they?
And like,
A small clip.
yeah,
That little small clip is going.
small clip.
Yeah.
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 First Ezra chapter 1 and verse 3. And he spake unto the Levites, the holy ministers of Israel, that they should hallow themselves unto Yahawah, to set the holy ark of the Lord in the house of King Solomon, the son of David, have built. And he said, ye shall no more bear the ark upon your shoulders. Now therefore serve the Lord your power, and minister unto his people Israel, and prepare you after your families and kindreds, according as David the king of Israel prescribed, and according to the benefits of Solomon his son, and standing in the temple according to the several dignity of the families of you, the Levites, who ministered unto the presence of your brethren, the children of Israel. You want more?
No. You go down to verse 12.
Okay.
You go to
It
the
says,
king.
offer.
No.
Jump to verse 12.
Yeah.
It says,
This is
verse
the main
12.
point.
It says, and they roasted the Passover with fire.
No, 3.
Oh, you said 1. Yeah. Say, damn, you didn't hear it. They was getting in.
It's all good. It's all beautiful though.
3 and 12. We can go to
First Ezra chapter 3.
Profitable king, right?
Yeah.
Yahawashi.
In verse 12, it says, the third rope, women are strongest. But above all, the truth bears the weight of victory.
That truth is Yahawashi. St. John 14:6, if you can, real quick. St. John 14:6, real quick. Go to St. John 5 and 39, NLT. St. John 5 and 39, because we ending this back to going back towards Yahawashi, right? Is the end of an era. So in order for us to get out of Esau's hand, if he's going to bring this MOTV, we need this profitable king to come back and get us, man.
Right? St. John 14:6, and it reads, Yahawashi saith unto him, I am the way.
Right? He's the way back to the Father.
The truth.
Right? He is the truth of the Father. Really, he is the embodiment of the word.
Yeah. And the life.
Right? And we come back to life, St. John 63, because of that Rakakwadash. Ephesians 1 and 14 in the Amplified, it says the first installment is the Spirit. When Yahawashi went up, the first installment is the Spirit for the believers, which we have that.
And no man cometh unto the Father but by me.
Right? So you need the Father to draw you to the Son. Yahawashi is going to raise you up. You can tell if you're getting raised up when you're getting the understanding, and you can look at a brother, hey bro, I got this understanding right here, and y'all can agree. You can sharpen the sword. You got to hold on. Oh, I see it. Now you can know the Lord is working with you because you get it, and you go to him and he get it, and he go to someone else and he get it. Because what? It's a domino effect, right? Our spirit is going to bear witness. Yo, that is the truth. Oh man, I am the people, and then you're going to walk it. Okay.
In Revelation 14 chapter, they all will have the songs in their hands singing the same song.
Yeah. Come on. Got it.
Yep.
St. John 5:39 in NLT. It says, you search the scriptures because you think they give you eternal life, but the scriptures point to me.
Right, everything is going to bring us back to Yahawashi, because Yahawashi is the point, right? Let's get Colossians chapter 3, verse 1 and 2, right? The whole point is Yahawashi. We know this MOTB coming. Jake, you don't got the faith in your flesh to say, oh, I'm about to overcome this on my own. No, money on this side is going to prepare you for what's to come. It's the scriptures, man.
Yahawashi knows, right, how his people are. And he knows that they'll try to come up with a loophole, just how they did with the law.
Yeah.
You know, they knew they was going to sit here. Let me give me a couple of lambs and some turtle doves, and I can get this stuff ready. All right, but the way the Lord set it up was there's only one path. Yahawashi, man. You know, there's no other way.
That's right.
Wow.
Colossians chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, if ye then be risen with the Mashiach, seek those things which are above.
Right, so that's when your mindset, if we not of this earth, your mindset has to be of the thoughts above. Like, brothers got to be thinking of terror on the nations. Like, brothers just be thinking, you just thinking of good stuff all day. We thinking about everything as much as we can.
New body.
Yeah, and this world can't give it to you.
New bodies, man.
Rulership.
You know, when you a sinless body, man.
Right.
Incorruptible vessel.
Incorruptible, man. That's about to say it right here, where Hamashiach sitteth on the right hand of the Most High.
Right, thinking about his role. Him being in power. Oh man, Yahawashi ruling. Boy.
It says, set your affections on things above.
You gotta set your affection. Ain't you affectionate with your girl? You gotta set your affections on what?
Things above.
Come on, man. I want to see a chariot. Yo, well, even when we get done, brothers is hoping the sky just clear up so we can see chariots. Brothers want to get the hell out of here. You still want to be here? We got another day. I want to go. I want to know what it feels like ruling, man.
But it ain't shit on this side.
Come on, man.
It says, not on things of the earth.
Yeah.
It says, for ye are dead, and your life is hid with the Mashiach and the Most High.
Yeah, yo, and that goes to when we talking about fridges. Your life is hid in Yahawashi. So what you out here trying to promote? Look at me, guys. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. Man, you supposed to teach this word, man, and then walk it.
Don't y'all know we on the Southern Poverty Law Center? We were labeled terrorists.
Come on.
And that's the best thing is to be dead.
Yeah.
And hid in Yahawashi.
Yeah. Dead to this world.
Yeah.
Dead in the truth, man.
Because you was already dead.
Yeah.
You was already the walking dead.
Yeah.
Now what more? Now you're part of the body of the Yahawashi.
Yeah.
You know?
That's it.
Right.
We living through this truth.
Right.
Quick precept is the land back. Well, just bring it out. Matthew 6:33. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added on to you. That goes back into what he was just saying. Okay, how we got affectionate thoughts on the things that's above. Man, seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High, and all these things shall be added on to
Give
you.
me Galatians chapter 6, verse 14, 15 NLT. And then we go to Yahawashi. Go ahead.
This is Baruch chapter 4 and 25. My children, endure the Most High's punishment with patience. With patience, your enemies have persecuted you.
Wait, that's what?
25?
No, Baruch.
Yeah, Baruch 4 and
No,
25.
go to 28. Go to 28. Yeah, because we want to stay. Now that we coming back to Yahawashi, go ahead.
Baruch 4 and 28, it reads, just as you were once determined to turn away from the Most High, now turn back and serve him with 10 times more determination.
Right, and if you still, can you look up that word determination real quick? So when you turn back to the Lord, you have to be determined. Well, what he's saying in Philippians 2 and 12, seek the law or seek your own salvation with fear and tribulation. Put the word determination on there now. Huh?
Is it in the blue letter?
No. Go. Yeah, just look it up. Etymology or Google. Whatever one comes faster. That's your determination, man. This is why it's very important to go into certain words. Okay?
This determination, it reads, decision, sentence, in
Time for more
a suit
decision.
at law. Matter of fact, here.
You can click on it.
Yeah. We'll just I'll read it quick. Determination. Decision, sentence in the suit at law, definite or authoritative. Let me see. To enclose, bound, or to set limits to. You got something on there, Sam?
Yeah, this is determination is the quality of being resolute, possessing a firm intention to achieve a goal or act without reaching a decision.
Right, so hey, you got to be firm on this.
Right.
What the Berea, did they just hurry up and say Paul Silas? You got the truth. They just heard it and then they said, every day we about to search these scriptures to make sure what they saying was the truth.
Right.
Because you got to be sure on what you believe in it, man.
Yeah.
That goes back to what brother's saying the name. Moses said, man, Lord, if I tell him this, what name should I tell him? Hey, this is the name. They saying it's I am that I am. No, he can say that, but that's not his name. I am is saying he is.
Yeah.
Did he tell you what his name is? It's Yahawah. He exists.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, it's in Galatians chapter 6 and verse 14. It says, but the Most High forbid. Galatians 6 and 14 in the NLT, as for me, may I never boast about anything except the cross
Right.
of the Lord Yahawashi HaMashiach, because of that cross.
Wait, going back to saying, brothers keep saying law and commandments. We supposed to be boasting about Yahawashi.
Right.
That cross, bro.
Right.
That's what we supposed to be boasting about.
Okay.
Come on, man. Not the schoolmaster. Well, yeah, you established the law.
Not wear one on your chest either.
Come on.
They look at Yahawashi as just another man.
Yup. Another nigga. ISUBK, another nigga.
That's kind of what Sakai used to say. kind of what Sakari used to say.
Yeah.
Y'all worshiping Yahawashi,
Oh, yeah.
making up. Yeah,
Yeah. OT only.
that's kind of what they were saying. It says, my interest in this world has been crucified, and the world's interest in me has also died.
And this is a fact. This is why we move and think different. You know, but you can keep going, and that's why you got to be analyzing how these brothers be teaching and how they promoting it, right? We're not trying to promote a good life, anything outside this ministry. We're trying to promote Yahawah Hasham Yahawashi. You know, the Lord did not send us to make money off His name or off His truth.
That's a
It
fact.
says, my power, peace, and mercy be upon all who live by this principality. They are the new people of the Most High. From now on, don't let one trouble me with these things.
Wait, you read 15?
Yeah. Let's read it again. It says, oh no, I must have skipped it. It's a lot.
Oh, it's okay.
It says, it doesn't matter whether we have circumcised or not. We have been circumcised or not. It says, what count is whether we have been transformed into a new creature.
Right, that
creation.
that new is a fresh. You know, when you go into Romans 12 and 2 in the NLT, right? Paul was saying you got to let the Lord change the way you think, right? You got to abide into the Lord. St. John the 15th chapter. This is the only way we'll be able to overcome the world.
Right.
Now we can get close to finishing. What is it? Revelations 2, when it talks about overcome. Is it Revelation 2? 3? Yeah, just get that. You know, because through the Spirit, we need Hamashiach Yahawashi to be able to overcome. Yarmayan said earlier, you know, when he's talking about suffering, right? That hour of temptation, the MOTB is part of your suffering. You're not going to be able to have access to all the greatest foods. Most of us can't even deal with eating rice all the damn time. It's going to happen. You know, you got brothers that, you know, working out might eat butter. Hey, shit going to get real in Jacob's trouble where you going to either be eating crackers and peanut butter. You're going to have to get used to that. But do you have the faith to endure? You can be like Israelites walking in the wilderness complaining about eating the same thing over and over again.
Oh, yeah.
When we go in the scriptures, like the elders say, you gotta imagine yourself in that.
Yep.
Walk in the wilderness for 40 years wearing the same stuff.
Yeah.
Do you want to be the ones complaining or the ones that's accepted of what the Lord done for you? You know?
That's why you got to be rooted in the truth, man, because the scriptures that are written before time was written for our learning. Okay, so you have to like go over the accounts of our forefathers, man. And so you can see how they stood 10 toes down on their faith. Job, man.
Yeah.
Okay, Daniel. Okay, and there's just plenty other of our forefathers, man. This is why it's important to be not living off bread alone, but off every word of Heavenly Father, man. Because when Jacob's trouble continues to intensify and shit hit the fan even more, you're not gonna be able to just go search for a Bible verse and just be like, oh yeah. No, it's gotta be installed in you, man.
Right.
It's gonna have to be in your mind.
You said that verse 20, bro.
You got it.
Oh no, you said it 19.
This is Revelations 3 and 19. As many as I love, I rebuke and chasten.
Yeah.
It says, be zealous therefore and repent.
Right, and this is what we teach, man. Be zealous for the Lord, but in knowledge, but repent. And you got to be converted. Acts 3 and 19.
Acts 3 and 19.
You got it?
It says, behold, I stand at the door and knock.
The door is your mind. This is the mind. You scrolling past the YouTube video or you walking past the minute of the Lord and you're hearing the words come in. It's knocking at you, on your mind.
Yeah.
Yahawashi is the door, so it's not him speaking to him. He's speaking about your mind. Go ahead.
Yeah.
If any man hear my voice
Right,
and open the door,
You're receiving. You're allowing the Lord to come in.
I will come into him and sup with him.
Right now you get under. You're like, oh snap! Oh, we the Hebrew Israelites. You starting to understand what's being said to you.
And he with me. To him that overcometh will I grant to sit with me in my throne.
Right. If you starting to sit or you watching the lesson for 20 minutes, you sitting with the Lord. You having a whole meal. Whatever that lesson is, you eat a lamb chop.
Yeah.
You have a little bit of mac and cheesy, maybe some mashed potatoes. Right, maybe some pomegranate juice on the side.
And ultimately, you're gonna be sitting in the throne with the Lord.
Yeah,
the kingdom.
Yeah.
You're gonna be sitting at the table with Yahawah Hasham Yahawashi. You're gonna be the ones he shares kingdom with, man.
Drinking that new wine
Always
one day.
symbolic somewhere.
Yeah.
It says, even as I also overcame and am set down with my Father in his throne.
Right, and so the elect is These elect is going to do the same thing as Yahawashi because they were handpicked to overcome. They were handpicked. Yo, we gonna finish this.
Yeah.
Regardless, the story was already set. We gonna finish it. We see it in prophecy. The elect is gonna finish.
Yep.
What do you say? Put on for the elect.
Yeah.
You putting on for Yahawashi.
These are the men that came out of great tribulation.
Yeah. Yes, King. Wait, when you at?
I was at 20, that was it. 21 July.
Oh, okay.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 51, and verse number 11. It says, cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me.
Right.
It says, restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and uphold me with thy free spirit. It says, then will I teach transgressors thy ways, and sinners shall be converted unto thee. So it ain't just to know, right? You gotta know and show.
Right.
At the end of the day, all right. It's all good to know you're an Israelite. That's cool. That's fine, right? But what are you doing with it?
Right.
What are you doing? The Lord said, who's going to stand up for me
Right.
against the evildoers, man?
Right.
All right, so you got to do something with it, man.
Yep.
You can't take that candle and just sit it under the bed, man.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, present your fire. Look at the sacrifice.
This is our reasonable service. All to the Most High.
Yep. Can you go to this last one? Wisdom of Solomon at 1850.
I don't got mine.
Wisdom of
All
Solomon.
right.
Got it?
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
no, that's cool. Can you get in the GNT Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, starting at verse 20, all the way to the last verse.
Wisdom of
GNT. You gonna do yours at last.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18, verse 15. It says, thy almighty word leaped down from heaven out of thy royal throne as a fierce man of war into the midst of the land of destruction.
Right, it's already set, man. Our Lord and Savior is he's getting ready to leap off of that throne. He's not coming on, cheer for the elect, but he's coming with vengeance on his mind. What he said, I have murder on my mind.
Okay.
Yahawashi, it's going to be a huge sacrifice. Yahawashi won his throne. He won his kingdom. In order to get your kingdom, you got to take it. And Yahawashi coming to take, and he's going to even use the elect. Right? The saints going to take the kingdom. It's going to be the Spirit on the Lord on all of us, like fully. You don't even fully know what that. You get a little taste when you teaching and how you walking. But we talking about the real Spirit. When you see a child.
But he's saying he's going to come as a thief in the night.
Yeah.
Right.
Verse 14, it says, while all things were in quiet silence, and the night was in the midst of her swift course, that thine almighty word leaped down from heaven out of thy royal throne as a fierce man of war into the midst of the land of destruction. Right? They shall say peace and safety. And sudden destruction shall come upon them. Right?
And it's going to be more of a thief for the 2/3 because they're not aware. For the elect, like Yahawah said, when these things happen, brothers going to be normal and we going to be fighting them. Man, what's wrong with them? Because we know.
Right.
When we see that MOT, big brothers, yes,
Yep.
yes, oh, I don't need you no more. Yes, I'm not going to work. Yo,
Okay.
brothers, I don't even know how y'all gonna be acting, but I know if our phones work, Asher might beat you, brother, in texting us. Good shit is maybe Bashar.
Hey, we know it's gonna get hard though.
Yeah.
You know, because we in the flesh.
Yeah.
But we know that it's coming, so that's better. It's better to be, you know, for to just get this shit on.
Get it on.
Yeah,
Let's get it on.
Let's do it.
Yup, come on, get it on. Press the button. Go ahead, man.
Wisdom of Solomon. What chapter?
Huh?
Wisdom of Solomon 5.
Yeah. Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, and I believe start at 20. And yield there. I would say 2nd Esdras, the elect praise his holy name.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 20. He will sharpen his stern anger into a sword, and the forces of nature will join him in battle.
Wait, it said who?
The forces of nature will join him in battle.
But that's going to really be the elect. The elect, but then spiritually, like me and Yahawah had this conversation before, even the Lord will put a spirit on some of these animals. Because some of these animals, you remember what happened to Daniel in the lion's den. He got taken out, and then those sorcerers or those scholars got put into the den, and the lions tore them up.
Yeah.
So the Lord will put a spirit on even on the animals, and they gonna lash on these mofos.
That's
That's
his Job.
Ecclesiastes 39, 28.
It's
The
Job.
spirits of vengeance that came.
Yeah.
Wild beasts.
Oh yeah. Job the 5th chapter too. Continuing on. And the forces of nature will join him in battle against those who are foolish enough to oppose him.
Right, and when you go to 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter, everybody that was under him was afraid, and they still fought against him. Okay.
Yeah. You're going into that going heaven.
Yeah. And that's not talking about where Yahawah is. That is dumb. That's why you got to know that's something deep. That's talking about on earth. Michael coming down here. You know,
Right.
there's no out of order up there. It's out of order down here.
Okay.
Continuing on, verse 21. Bolts of lightning will strike right on target.
These are the missiles. You go to 2nd Ezra, the 15th and 16th chapter. They will not miss.
Right.
As if the Lord,
And this is Solomon saying this through the Spirit. Come on.
as if the Lord had made a bow out of the clouds and was shooting arrows. Hailstones will beat down on his enemies
Yeah.
with terrible force. You know what
And
this reminds me
it's
of?
going to be 200,000 of it, man.
This reminds me of Job, the 20th chapter, the 23rd verse on down, where it talks about when he fills his enterprise, like when he is about to fill his belly, shall rain it upon him while he's eating.
Yeah.
When you go down, it speaks about how he's going to flee from the iron weapons.
Same
He's going to try to go into the bunker, but it's also talking about the MOTB.
You can enjoy it for a moment.
That's a lucky. That 200,000. I did a lesson because your boy Cesario tried to say that's the angels.
Come on,
The
man.
angels coming. Nope.
Yo, wait, hold on. But you say that, and then later on, it breaks down how a missile is, like a lizard. Most certain serpents' tail break off. How would that be an angel? An angel breaks off the head, the shoulders, the eagle
Talking about
head.
those warheads.
Yeah, come on, and it say it do hurt.
Yeah.
Then it say that they're not gonna, those high ups not gonna repent. That's fucking
This just
crazy.
shows you too how dumbed down we are. Because Yahawashi Solomon, bro, he was on it.
Yeah.
and then and you see these scientists still trying to figure shit out.
Yeah.
They still trying to figure stuff out.
Right.
Ain't no more wisdom lessons even though.
Right. They just found out that the diamonds that everybody want to get is the lowest level, and they went to go search the diamonds that's described on the around the kingdom. They said that those are more valuable than the shit they've been selling us, man. And it just came out that they said that this had to be created by the Lord.
Yeah.
You know, but you got it, King.
Oh yeah.
Verse 21. Bolts of lightning will strike right on target, as if the Lord had made a bow out of the clouds
Technically, he did. Isaiah 54:16.
and was shooting arrows. Hailstones will beat down on his enemies with terrible force.
Right, and that 2/3 is his enemies in the other nations.
The oceans and rivers will come rushing over them in a devastating flood.
Yeah.
Great windstorms will blow them away like straw.
That aftermath of that roll of the scroll, the missile.
Lawlessness will be ruin of the whole world.
Right, and this is what we're seeing right now. Lawlessness is being committed to the whole world, man.
Evil actions will cause governments to fall.
Right, and them already implementing this MOTV and talking about data centers. Right there and then, you can see how hazard it is to have all these data centers, and they're doing it. They having data centers right where people was living. Not even caring. Donald Trump say he's not even thinking about people's finance. He's worried about the war. He don't care shit about you. If he's doing a war and he said, I'm not even thinking about finance. I'm not even thinking about gas. Then a king is supposed to think about his subjects underneath him. What happened with Rehoboam? Rehoboam was supposed to hear the counsel of the servants. He went to the elders and the young. He chose the young men. But you're supposed to listen to the people underneath you so that you can rule a better kingdom. What did Haman do? Haman said it's a malicious people in their law where our kingdom can't function. Their laws is too hard. It's messing up our money flow. He was speaking about the Israelites.
That's Ecclesiastes too, though, because that's history merely repeating itself. Because listen, we've seen this same scene before. Okay, how DJ Trump said, "Oh, I don't think about the Americans' financial situation. I just think about Iran can't have a nuclear missile." It's the same damn thing when you go back to George W. Bush with the whole weapons of mass destruction ordeal, man. We've seen it happen before. We've seen the same playbook.
So
You got it, bro.
Yo, that was good, man. Brothers don't got anything, man. We gonna face East and give all praise to the one true power that been consistent.
Yahawah, by Hasham, Yahawashi, by Hasham, Kakodash.
And double honors to the elder apostles who rule well and teach well through the Spirit, and a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect that's teaching this word and believing this word, Lord willing, as a whole, you all continue in sound doctrine. And with that, Lord willing, you are edified. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Abba, Abba.
Ball.
Woo!